Edited is powered by vitamins and cuss words. Unfiltered conversations where your inner monologue finally gets a microphone, because this is barely edited, and it is absolutely not safe for speaker mode. And remember, rough drafts, go drink some water, take your vitamins, and say the quiet part loud this week, because life is always better barely edited. Listen at your own motherfucking risk.
You go in the water with your weave?
No. What water? Like in what waters?
In the ocean.
No, I haven't been to the ocean yet, and I'm not going to Italy this year.
What?
We're going to.
Oh my God!
We're going to LA in 2 weeks. So
I was going to do this whole podcast and butter you guys up and say I'm coming this year. Are you serious?
Wait, we're going in November. You want to come in November?
Yes, 100%.
Chancy Carnevale.
Anna Rosa Carnevale.
Chancy Anna Rosa Carnevale. Welcome to Barely Edited.
Here I am, just trying to be myself. It's a crazy world. You can find my place and all you do is
The reason I wanted to have Chancy here is because even though technically speaking, I didn't like originally you were supposed to be the first guest, but then you were traveling. You were living your travel life. Funny enough, the second episode that we did, I feel like this is a perfect like lead in from the last episode.
Okay.
And we had a quick little convo on Zoom a couple weeks ago. And so you describe yourself as not your typical naturopath. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
I just feel like the wellness community has turned into something so focused on aesthetics and optimization, and really wellness is just about making people feel better. So that's my main goal when I'm talking to people. Lie down, let me touch your body. You don't realize this, but I know that we're calming your nervous system. You're going to divulge secrets. I'm going to be able to help you better. So I do a lot of lymphatic drainage and body work around that. And then I also do basic aesthetics like facials and stuff. But no, I will never touch another person's feet again.
Feet are so gross.
I actually love my feet. I'm low-key obsessed with my feet.
Okay, but other people's feet are gross.
Other people's feet are not for me.
Like I have a, whatever the opposite of a fetish is for feet.
I have a foot fetish, but for my own feet. And if you do not fetishize my feet, I don't want to be with you. Put my feet in your mouth. It's not even that it feels good. I just want to know you'll do it. I just want to know that he'll do it. Is it getting hot in here?
It's so funny. Okay. So something that I didn't initially know that we had in common when we first talked about, I don't know if it's like our upbringing, but I guess just like how we grew up. And I wouldn't have expected this from you because, okay, wait, hold on. I need to just go back for a second. Chancy is the person that if you follow her on Instagram, you will find yourself screenshotting every single fucking story that she posts, okay? Like I know sometimes when I see the little circle, I'm like, okay, hold on, I got to get myself ready, especially with the new iPhone. And when you screenshot, it's like 8 different steps to save a fucking screenshot. I'm like, okay, I could probably make like an entire folder on my phone just of all of Chancy's screenshots because she gives you so much information and you have to screenshot it because it's gone in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like you could write a book with all the stuff that you know, and you put such valuable information, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my fucking God.
It's crazy because I feel like I'm trying to diminish everything I want to say and people are like, this is too much. And I'm like,
but it's because we don't like, so this is what I wanted to get into is like, I don't know if everybody feels this way. I don't know if it's just like people in their 30s. Like, I don't know if it's like the kids of the 80s and the 90s, but we did not grow up with health and wellness in our minds. Like this was not something that was, obviously it was marketed very differently than it is to us now. Like health and wellness now is like everywhere
down your throat. Yeah.
You know, so very, very different than what it was back then. Personally, for me, I feel like growing up, I didn't have like the easiest childhood. It was, you know, living a lot in survival mode. Yeah, you know, so it's like, I feel like you don't realize how that kind of plays a part in your life as you get older and how when you get to, you know, for me, 33 years old, I'm like, okay, now I'm trying to take care of my body. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know, like, exercise. What's exercise? Like, what do you mean I have to balance like work and my relationship and my friendships, and I have to eat 3 meals and I have to exercise, like, and I have to sleep minimum 8 hours? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You know? So I'm like, for me, it's just, it's crazy. So like, I guess the first question I want to ask you is like, do you think people that are our age are learning health and wellness backwards?
I feel like it's such a difficult topic to tackle because we were exposed to it to a certain degree. Like, think back, okay, the 90s, the early 2000s, there was a lot of big diet culture moments. There was a lot of, like skinny, super skinny Kate Moss. And that was health back then. But at the same time, we did not know what we know today. Like, they were already putting the chemicals in our food. We were already bathing in fluoride. Everybody was already on birth control and showering in it, right? So you were exposed to certain things that you thought were healthy, like, hey, have this low fat snack. It's going to be healthy. Eat granola. Remember when everybody thought that Cheerios were healthy? Like, that's wild.
Are Cheerios not healthy?
I don't think that anything made with oats or, like gluten, all of these things. Anyways. But it's okay because then they could slap a gluten-free on it and all of a sudden it's healthy. So are we learning it backwards? Yeah, because we learned one version of healthy that wasn't healthy. But I think this is like, systemic, right? Unless you're doing everything super traditional, nobody knows what health is. Before, exercise was, I had no choice. I had to walk to school. I had no choice. I had to clean the laundry by hand. It's just not that anymore. And now health has turned into, you're being healthy? If you're so behind, you need to optimize. Honey, I'm lucky if I find matching socks. You want me to optimize what? No, I say this all the time. I need to optimize. I don't know what's wrong with me. You don't sleep, you don't breathe, and you don't chew. If you could do those 3 things already, you're going to be healthier than 90% of your friends.
I was seeing on TikTok, I don't know if you've seen, like, this is my entire feed and I feel like it's just like targeting me. It's like people who, it's like, if your life looks like this, and it's like the girl who's like eating really, really fast and she's like also trying to watch a TikTok and then she's like trying to do this and do this at the same time and then like trying to sleep and then this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's me. And it's like, you need to stop living in survival mode. And I'm like, but how does somebody unlearn that? How do you learn to just like chill the fuck out? Because even waiting for you to get here, okay, which was like what? I was just sitting here for like 15 minutes and I was like, like, should I be doing something like even more productive? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I don't know, is it like on our generation thing where if I'm not like
ADHD?
Probably also. Yeah.
I mean, if you condition entire generations to spend all day on their phone, constantly like, hey, I'm lucky, I have a video that's 15 seconds and they watch the whole 15 seconds. Like, yeah, of course, we're never gonna be okay with just being like just doing nothing, just resting. We have this guilt about resting. We have this overwhelm that puts us in paralysis. Okay, so we're frozen, we're doom scrolling, we're eating, we're doing all of these things to try and do what? Regulate our nervous system, when the only thing we really need to do is breathe.
And shut the fuck up.
Why not? Just talk. Just talk. People don't talk enough, I think.
You think? See, I think I need to, sometimes I'm just like, Bianca, just shut up. I don't even want to hear myself sometimes.
Well, maybe
but it's because I talk to myself.
Okay, you talk to yourself, and that's a sign of intelligence. At least that's what I've been told, and I'm sticking to it because it's helped me through a lot of dark moments.
I'll take that.
Think about it. Think about the work that you do, okay? You are so used to making other people feel comfortable, so used to carrying the conversation. Obviously, you're running on autopilot. So you think you're like scrambling, but like you are just stuck in that state of constant perpetual performance.
Yeah, I get that too. That's true. I feel like sometimes when I'm in conversations with people, if I'm like tired and I'm not in a state of like wanting to make someone feel comfortable and I just don't talk, like, like someone says something and I'm just like, I'm not going to give you that compliment that you're fucking fishing for so hard because I'm tired this morning. And I'll just let them talk. Like, even if, sometimes it's like you'll speak to somebody on a Zoom, I'll be having a meeting with somebody and they'll say something and I'm just like, not today. I'm going to stay quiet. And it's like, that moment of like silence just passes and like the world doesn't end. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that was relaxing. And
why are we so afraid of silence?
I don't know. Even though now sometimes I've started to crave silence deeply, but it's a feeling that I'm like easing into because it's not super comfortable.
Okay, wait. Let's just for 1 second. You know how they talk about noise pollution and light pollution? If it's affecting the environment, is it not possible that these things, even in smaller capacities, affect the human brain? Constantly listening to something, constantly having something going on, looking at images, okay? You have to digest all of this. When you are constantly ingesting, how can you digest anything? How can you not be anxious when you're busy trying to digest the 3 meals you ate today that are full of I don't know what because we're not eating real food? You know what I mean? Like, we can't digest. Yeah, of course we're doing wellness backwards because we think it's all about taking in more. I need to do more. I need to take all these supplements. I need to take all these peptides. I need to do all of these things. Hello, you need to chill. You need to chill. You need to chill. Not be lazy. Rest.
This because I confuse that. Like sometimes when I need to rest, I'm like, oh, you're a fucking lazy bitch. And then I'm like, I'm not a lazy bitch. Like I fucking do more work than most people that I overly do it. But then it's like, if I want to watch TV for 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, how can I watch TV, but also still edit or do something else so that I don't feel like a lazy bitch who's just sitting down and watching TV.
But then when you're like, I don't want to say you're half-assing, but you're only giving something a portion of your attention.
Yeah.
Nothing gets done to full capacity. Then you feel worse about yourself.
And you didn't even watch the TV show that well. You're like, what happened? Hold on, wait, one
TV
second.
is trash right now. So honestly, I don't know. Like I'm.
Yeah.
You really need to watch it.
No, but see, like this is another thing that like I'm going through right now that I want to get to. Like I don't know if you saw online. Fuck, what was that word that I? It was like a word that I saw that they're talking about like people who are on Ozempic and Mounjaro. It's like
Okay, what's the definition? Maybe I'll know the word. Enjoying things?
Stop enjoying everything.
Yes.
Fuck, what is the word? Te l'avevo detto ieri, ti ricordi la parola? It's like anhedonia, fuck, I don't remember what it is.
I know.
Anyways,
I'm
gonna put the actual I'll put the actual word down here when I get back home and I'm able to remember what the word is. But it's just basically like a kind of state of depression that you just stop enjoying everything you used to enjoy. And it's like, I find myself now, even when I'm really tired and like maybe before, the way that I would relax is I used to put on like one of the old shows that I know I love. Okay, like something to like Gossip Girl. Okay, I know I enjoy Gossip Girl, Sex in the City. I know I love these shows. Now you put them on and you're just like, I feel nothing. I have no emotion towards anything. And it's like, even at night, I can't fall asleep with the TV anymore. I need silence. I want to hear nothing. I want zip. I even hear like the sound of buzzing sometimes, you know, and I'm just like,
I know exactly like the feeling that you're describing. And honestly, sometimes I think people fear that. But what if you're just killing off a part of yourself that required so much dopamine stimulation in order to feel good? And I know it's dull, but you will get off the Mounjaro and it will come back. So what if this is like a forced rest period? Or you can take a massive goal and center your relaxation and rest and dopamine kicks around that. A massive one. One that has enough girth to it to really excite you.
like,
Well, I don't know. You tell me your goals.
I feel like my goals are, no, it's because I also have the problem of like attaining my goals and then on to the next goal already, you know? Like I literally had this conversation on a live right before you came here. Somebody asked me like, do you feel like if you died today, do you feel like you've done enough? And I'm like, but I feel like humans never feel like they've done enough. You know, like what I wanted yesterday, if I have it today, I no longer appreciate it and I'm on to the, you know, I'm always on to the.
I've always thought that that's a very healthy mindset.
But up until that's what somebody answered. Somebody said, I think that shows that like growth and like ambition, but at what point does that just become something super fucking toxic?
You never enjoy accomplishing anything. Like all of your accomplishments, you never take a little bit of happiness and pride in them.
No, I don't know anymore, to be honest with you. And now I'm like, I don't know if I saw it on TikTok. I'm like, is it the Mounjaro? Is it just me? Like,
Is it
do
the
I still-
placebo effect that you believe that this is
I know.
happening? I mean, I think it could be happening to a certain degree for sure.
I don't know. Do you still have this? Do you still like the same things you liked last year?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes I look at people I've liked and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay. People, forget about people. I'm not even worried about because people, I feel like it's normal to outgrow people. And unless you have friends that grow, even if it's not in the same path as you, as long as we are like both growing towards something better, that's fine.
But why is it not fine with everything else too?
I don't know, because like my hobbies and stuff like that, people are like, what are your hobbies? Man, I don't know what my hobby is. Me, it's like when I need to, if you said, Bianca, go relax now, my go relax would be to go on the computer and like edit. But that's also my job.
Okay, first of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing something you love as a job. Second of all, I think, I don't know, you're talking about snowboarding. That's a new hobby.
Yeah, it is.
That's a different kind of
I know, but
rest.
I'm not good at it.
There's so much shit I'm not good at. So much.
Okay, but I want to be great at everything.
This is the reason why you're not happy with anything. People need to learn how to be happy in the progress instead of the final product.
Yeah, it's the journey. It's not the
Not
destination.
even the journey. Just stop caring so. Just you're gonna suck in the beginning. Why does everybody act like this? This huge shock.
No,
Like they start a new job. Oh my god, I'm so anxious. No shit, you suck.
yeah. No, I get it.
You will find new things, new forms of rest, new places you've never been to, new restaurants you've never tried.
Traveling is nice though.
See?
Traveling is something that like, but at the same time, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Just abandon my whole life and just go travel? You know, like I would love to.
I mean, hey, is that a goal?
I would love to do that, but then it's like at the same time,
Look, your face lit up. Oh my god, we found a solution, everybody! I can't believe it.
but it's not like super realistic. But then at the same time, we're supposed to go to LA in 2 weeks. I literally have stomach cramps over it
Why?
because my whole life I've always only traveled to Italy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's simple, you know, going to Italy is easy. It doesn't require any mental whatever. You get on a plane, you get off the plane, you're there. I'm home. I know where I am. I know where to go. I speak the language. Like, I mean, not that I don't speak the language in LA, you know, but it's like the idea of going somewhere new. America scares me, I think. I'm just afraid of America. Like, I don't know, America, I feel like is like so unpredictable right
You're
now.
a new person with new tastes. Everything.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to feel something new, you got to do new stuff, right?
Yeah.
And America, I love it because you don't know what you're gonna get. Am I gonna get
Are you
the
going to get
crazy?
shot?
Yeah, like am I gonna get the crazy redneck,
Am I
or
gonna
am
get
I gonna get
deported?
like Bimbatron 10,000? I don't know, and I'm always excited for this. And you go there and you're like, why the hell are you people all so happy? Apparently your country's going to shit, but you know what they have? Sunshine. It's hard to not be happy when you have a little bit of sunshine.
I agree. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for like good weather.
Yeah.
Hot, new people. Like I'm excited for that, but at the same time,
Sushi.
yeah, I am really excited for
Yeah,
sushi.
I
I
know.
keep hearing about this sushi park.
Okay, don't eat salmon.
Why?
To the loose leaves? What did you call them?
The loose leaves.
Rough drafts. To the rough drafts. You said that before in your podcast. Have you?
Not the loose leaves.
Oh shit.
That was all you.
Yeah, they're very very parasitey fish. So I just avoid salmon.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that because I don't actually like salmon.
Okay, good. Tuna.
I don't know if I like tuna either. I think I'm like a fake sushi eater. I used to like
Oh.
sushi. Now, as I've like I started off as being like a real sushi eater. I ate all the fish.
Okay.
Now slowly, I've like started to go towards like veggie sushi.
Oh,
I know.
it's the Munjaro.
You think? Today I had sushi, veggie sushi. No, this you're gonna give me such a dirty look. For.
I'm
Are you ready for what I'm about to say?
tell me you're vegan. I'm actually gonna fall on the floor, leave the podcast right now.
No, I had it's because we ordered it the other day and they gave it to us by accident. And then today I went, oh, I think I would reorder it. Chicken teriyaki sushi?
Oh, the Kung Pao chicken that it's fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible for you, obviously. MSG
good.
gluten. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay.
What have you eaten that's fried and not good? I once ate a fried frog leg and I liked it.
Oh, I love frog legs. So good. Yummy. No, honestly, since Munjaro, I can't eat anything fried.
Okay.
You just shit your pants.
Oh,
Yeah. You cannot even go near anything fried.
okay.
It's really not it's not a
Because it's working on your liver and your gallbladder and all of the things.
I don't know what it's doing, but you can't eat anything fried. Like dairy is like sometimes a little iffy. You can't really eat like chocolate and this and that. Even though I have to say, like the last like month, I've been disgusting. Like the last month, I've like reverted back to bad habits.
Ooh.
I don't know why, and I just went up in my Munjaro dose. So I'm like, I feel like it's like I'm trying to make myself fail before I even stop Munjaro. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm like sabotaging my entire
I
life.
think that it's because the whole world thinks that we have gut issues and we have liver issues. Most of you do have liver issues. Gallbladder. Hello, you all. We have nervous system issues. It's you. Your nervous system is reverting back to that original statement that we were talking about. I'm stuck in fight or flight. I don't actually believe that I deserve this. I don't know how to heal. I don't know how to be somebody new. Let me go back to my old habits because that's familiar enough to give me a sense of safety. Imagine feeling safe in unsafety.
I know.
That's who we've become.
Yeah. No, but listen, we're on a whole new health journey over here. It's been rough. We're trying to make everything from scratch. And that's a whole other thing. You know how fucking hard it is to make food from scratch every fucking day? You can't
Yeah.
have a job.
But why do you think all the fit people eat is rice and chicken?
But do they have jobs? Do you do anything else? Because like, fuck, when I was doing it for Stefano, like I was trying to do breakfast in the morning and I was trying to cook like healthy, like I would make him like stuff with spinach and blah, 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 and your everything is cooking from scratch.
You're cooking eggs.
Yeah, like, why is eggs not good?
I mean, eggs is pretty easy.
No, but it's not even just that. It's like anyways, this is like
we're overcomplicating it. This is what I think the problem is.
how do you make healthy food that doesn't taste like nothing, but at the same time also not spend 8 hours cooking?
I have the answer. I have the answer. And honestly, I'm very passionate about this. Spice.
Yeah.
Herbs.
Mm.
Stop fearing salt. Hello.
Oh no?
Salt.
I don't put salt in
I
anything.
put salt in everything.
And it's not like the end all. Wait, cholesterol is not salt?
Cholesterol is fat, and you need fat. You need cholesterol to build hormones.
You see, but then I have my doctor saying, oh, Stefano has high cholesterol. Da, 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 da.
If your doctor wasn't able to give you guys medication, would he still be able to solve your problem?
I don't know if he has, I don't think he solved any problems with medication or otherwise.
Anyways, that's my opinion on doctors. If a doctor can solve a problem even to the slightest degree without medication, then I will listen to what you have to say.
Okay, so is that really, that's what you do?
What do I do?
Like you can solve problems without medication. Like you know how to heal, like you have,
supplementation. So I guess that would be the naturopathic version of
Mhm.
medication, but we can do supplementation. We can do lifestyle, like switching lifestyle habits. We can do dietary changes. You can do so many things to solve people's problems. And for some reason, none of these doctors are saying this, but don't eat salt and don't have too many eggs because God forbid your cholesterol is too high. Did you ask me how many eggs I ate this week before you took my cholesterol? Maybe this was just an eggy week.
but then I also heard that eggs are good for you.
They are good for you.
Yeah?
Anything that's gold is good. That's my opinion. Have you ever known something to be golden and not good?
No, what else is gold and good in food?
Just gold is just good. Turmeric.
Oh, I don't know how to use turmeric. We got to get into that.
But, you know, like this fear of salt and fat. What do you think the human body is built off of? Fat. And salt.
yeah?
Salt is electricity. So if you're having a good salt, you're actually powering all of your cells. And then what else you're doing is allowing the water that you drink, that they tell us to drink 3 liters of water a day. A lot of people can't use the water because they don't have any salt. These things need to be binded together. That's why everybody says put salt
That
in
is-
your water.
See?
Salt
I did
in
that.
your
I did that.
water.
I'm a good one.
Salt in your water.
I put a
with
little
some
bit of salt
lemon.
and some lemon. Yeah. Yeah, see?
Like
Love ya.
we need to stop fearing everything that was here before. Doctors were doctors and pills were pills and supplements were supplements, because Maria and Giuseppe that have been eating eggs their whole life and pasta and sardines,
Sardines. Oh my god, I've heard about the sardines.
anchovies,
Oh my god, no.
marinated anchovies. I see Stefano smiling because he loves it.
Do you
'cause
like
they're so good?
Do you like anchovies? I'm sorry, I've never given you an anchovy in 11 years. In this viage. Sardines? You like sardines? Yeah.
Why don't you like this?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't even know if I like it or not.
That's-
I could be
that's the
lying to you.
thing.
It's like rapini. We've gone through this. I used to hate rapini. Now I fiend rapini.
Great for your liver.
Oh, I love rapini. Even just
I
thinking about
love
it now,
people
like
that
I would.
love
I want to
rapini.
run home and make some rapini.
Rapini.
I love the
Garlic.
bitterness.
Oh my God,
rapini
garlic.
and garlic with like a bit of oil.
Do you know what garlic does for the human body?
Do you know how many garlics I eat a week? You don't know. I will eat whole garlics.
I'm very proud of you. Also, be careful because your stomach lining. But like,
Why? What happened?
I mean, you're taking Mounjaro and then you're eating garlic. We need to preserve the quality of your stomach lining, right? You have to always make sure that there's food in your stomach, that it's nicely coated, that, we're not overdoing it. Garlic is a natural antibiotic. People plant garlic around their vegetables so that the bugs don't come.
Stop.
Yeah. So, that means it's also an anti-parasitic. All of these things, the way that they work in the earth is similar to the way that they're going to work in the body.
So we shouldn't have any parasites in our body because we eat so much fucking garlic and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. You're good until you start smelling like garlic.
Okay.
That's when you've eaten too much.
He just made me pesto the other day. How many garlics did you put in there?
Maybe
20 cloves.
20 cloves. You didn't use the whole pesto, did you?
No, so
No.
we have this like plantiform machine.
Yeah,
We grew a whole fuck ton of basil.
I
Oh
love
my
it.
god, we have like a whole container of basil. No, if you want, I will literally give you pesto. It's the best pesto I've ever had in my life. He put a fuck ton of spice
Yeah,
and a fuck ton of garlic.
yeah.
It is the best pesto. I will never buy it. Like, I hope that you remember how
Beautiful.
to fucking make it because it was so good. It's 2 days I'm eating it.
This is amazing.
It's phenomenal.
You know what I love? We got basil in there.
Basil's good too.
So we're countering the heaviness of the garlic and like its intensity by putting something a little bit more cooling. Basil is more of a carminative, so it's gonna, stimulate digestive acids, but it's softer on the gut.
But see, like, this is so fucking interesting because that's another thing that I feel like people don't realize that I have to say, God bless ChatGPT before the update, okay? Before the update, because the current update, ChatGPT is shit.
I know something's going on with the government. I think they signed something with the Pentagon, and now I'm
you
worried.
ask ChatGPT something, it lies. It just
Yeah.
lies to you. It just lies. And the other day I went, "Are you fucking joking me? I pay for you and you're lying." And it went, "Good catch, Bianca." I said, "Good catch, my fucking ass."
I've been pissed at chat too. I'm like, you used to be honest. I used to have to tell you, be honest. Give me the real critique. Now you're talking shit about God. You're talking shit about wellness. You're talking shit about the government.
Yeah.
Listen, Sam Altman, remember this face because I will come for you.
Who's Sam Altman?
The founder.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes. I
Okay,
don't
well,
know him personally, but you
something-
might catch him in LA.
Something sketchy is going on with ChatGPT, but I have to tell you, when I started his health and wellness, the only reason I know like the stuff I know now, also the reason why I went out and bought like 75 different vitamins was because I was trying to like, I
ChatGPT.
uploaded all of our blood tests and I kind of just said, listen, what the fuck do I need to do?
Yeah.
Recorded all my stuff with my doctor, gave it to ChatGPT, and he basically told me like, listen, it's not that you have to not eat the list of stuff that he said. It's that if you want to eat it, but you pair it with this, it actually like counteracts. Like, this is actually good if you mix it with this, but it's not good if you just eat this all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So like, that's a lot of fucking information that you have to learn.
It is a lot of information, and that's why when you start your health journey, you say things like, how do I make food not taste like shit?
Yeah.
Because the best way to get healthy is to use the least amount of ingredients possible. This way, your body doesn't have to work so hard to digest it. It can get used to it, repair, restore. Then you can start going crazy with the spices and the herbs. But like, good rule of thumb, what's your genetic makeup? What's your lineage? What's your background? Cook like your family cooked for years and years and years. And I don't mean the unhealthy stuff, but if you know you're Italian and you know Italians use these herbs, chances are you'll be able to digest that very well.
Not for nothing, I also look at my parents, primarily my dad, and I feel bad saying it. It's just like, I still see that he is in a struggle of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's hard for me to try to fix that when I see that he still hasn't like fixed that.
It's like survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, you can't fix it. But the truth is, what can you do? Other than be an example, help when you can help. You know what I mean? Like, once again, sometimes I wonder, is guilt just part of, I'm going to get crazy now. Is guilt just constructed part of the matrix so that, hey, because I see other people suffering, now I have to suffer?
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes.
Like, I have to feel guilty that I worked so hard, I suffered the embarrassment, I endured the process, but I have to feel guilty that I am better for it. Why? Better is better. And you know, once you've started, and there's only up.
Yeah.
Eventually people will follow. Maybe he's made strides and you don't realize because you are so far ahead.
Do you think people who grew up in survival mode struggle more with consistency, routines, and self-care later on in their lives? Like, I literally see this. But this is an opposite, because it's not like my dad had a rough upbringing. My dad grew up in Italy, coddled by his mom, you know, like really like.
It's the opposite of rough.
That's what I'm saying. But then it's like he came to Canada, right away got married. My mom did a lot. He didn't know how to cook. When they got divorced, it was like, I still remember when my parents got divorced and my mom left the house and my dad didn't even know how to boil water. And I was like, what are we going to eat? You know, like I remember when they got divorced, the first thing my dad started making was cakes. Like I remember he started making like banana cakes and they were horrible. And it's like, it went from like
cute.
one terrible banana cake. I know, but he could have learned to make something else first. Like we ate cakes for months.
They didn't have ChatGPT. It's
You know,
not their fault.
That's true also. Like the other day when ChatGPT wasn't working, I was like, oh my God, we are back to no ChatGPT. How do we go forward from here? You know, like we're so reliant on these things now. So it's like, it's crazy, but my dad didn't know how to cook. He didn't know how to do anything. But then I also look at Stefano. Stefano got here at the same age as my dad got here. Same thing. Stefano's mom did everything for him in Italy. Like she was like, you know, she did so fucking much, but he came here and he literally, God bless you, because if it wasn't for Stefano, I wouldn't even eat food. No, but it's like him, you really like you're good at you're good at that stuff. Me, it's like I look at a recipe and I get overwhelmed and I'm never. Yeah. You do it for me. Thanks. Love ya.
But maybe he missed home so much that it was a connection. To eat food made by an Italian, even if it's yourself.
I'm curious. I watch my mother make this and this, what the ingredient she use for everything. And now, slowly, I remember the ingredient, the technique she used to make food.
That's so sweet. See?
I never do the wash machine.
Yeah, because then when we would go back home,
never make my bed.
yeah, when we would go back home to Italy and he would cook, she'd be like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What are you doing?" Like it's Chefano, like Chefano.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Like it's Chefano. He makes everything. Like anyway, she was like, "What the fuck? Like you've never cooked a day in your life." And I was like, "Really?" Should have fooled me, you know. That's literally how our relationship practically started. Like he brought me pasta on a scooter when I was home one day, like hungover, and I was like, "Oh, this is so nice." I mean, granted, I didn't know he didn't make it, but you didn't make it. Your mom made it, yeah.
But it's a thought that
Like, I had to
counts.
keep it up. He couldn't give me that, and then like he came to Canada, and I was like, "Hello, I have my Italian chef here."
You know, it's also just like certain people are just different. They have different destinies, and you know, generationally we're different. Everything we have access to is different, and we harp so much on like trying to understand all of these things, but you can't do that. And I sound so cliche saying this, but truly, what you cannot change is no longer worth wasting your time on. You do what you can, but there's so much that we need to change in ourselves, right? So much you need to do for yourself, like you were saying. And yet here you are, adding more to the bucket.
I
Why?
know. I don't know but it's like, I guess it's just, I don't know. It's funny because like I was doing good for a bit. Now it could also be the fact that the last like 4 days I have not slept well. And this is the first time. So like, I'd say up until 6 months ago, I had the worst sleep schedule, like sleeping 3 hours a night. Okay.
Oh.
That was my life for the past, since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
Never
Okay.
saw anything wrong with it. 6 months ago, I said, this needs to stop. I need to sleep. I need to stop prioritizing my clients and my company over myself and my relationship and my life in general. Started sleeping, started getting up earlier, started cooking more, healthy
Wow.
things, started taking vitamins last year. Oh my God, magnesium like is just like
Game changer.
a fucking game changer.
Are you taking vitamin D?
Yeah, I am taking vitamin
Okay,
D.
good.
I'm taking magnesium. I started taking ashwagandha, but like ashwagandha is a bit like
It
sometimes
increases testosterone, but it can add to that feeling that you were talking about where everything is like dull and you just don't care anymore.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yes.
but see, like now I've stopped taking it, and I feel that I feel like it was making me a little bit more agitated sometimes.
Oh.
Like sometimes I found it was helping, sometimes I found it wasn't helping. I have incorporated, I swear to you, I'm going to give you a list of my vitamins, but then I found it was getting a little bit out of control. Like it was like if I was missing the vitamins, I was like, oh my God, like I didn't take the vitamins. Like I'm a horrible person. Like now I'm going to die because I didn't take the vitamins. And I was like, okay, you need to chill the fuck out. I really feel like I went from doing drugs and I substituted them with vitamins. You know what I mean?
I actually did that with pre-workout for a while.
I had that for like a week, and then I thought I was gonna end up in the hospital with heart. I was like, like heart palpitation. I was like, this needs to stop.
You know, everybody around me would be like, "But aren't you itchy? Isn't your heart beating?" I'm like, "I feel fine. I don't know what you guys are talking
Itchy.
about."
Yeah. What is that?
One of the B vitamins.
Makes you itchy?
It makes you itchy.
I thought I had fleas or something. I told Stefano the cat had fleas.
No. Yeah, it has a skin sensation because it's stimulating so much in your body. So
You start to really
yeah, you get well,
fucking
okay.
itch.
That's a bad pre-workout if you're like itchy like that. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't understand that.
but like I get what you're saying of the whole you transition from one like excessive habit to another excessive habit, and it just comes back to excess. Like, and
That's the problem.
we are trained to consume. At this point, it doesn't matter what we're consuming. We are just consumers. And I think that that's part of the problem. That's something that bothers me so much about the wellness industry and the direction that it's going. Oh, you're not wearing a workout set that cost you $300 and drinking a matcha latte. Are you even really well?
Was your workout even as good as mine?
You know, like clean girl aesthetic. God forbid I like some color and some personality, my friends. Your running shoes, you don't buy a new pair every month. Like, hey, wellness is about more than the outside aesthetic. Like, and I think that's what it comes down to. And that's why I bring it back to the nervous system so often, is the fact that if you worked on your nervous system, do you know how much of these things that you feel right now that we're talking about you would alleviate? The problem is we want fast results and nervous system work. Oh, it took you 30 something years to get here. It's going to take a year or two to get out of it. The other day I wanted to eat. I'm embarrassed that I'm saying this online. It was 11 o'clock at night and I had to hold myself, give myself a hug in bed, rock, and say to I was talking to my nervous system saying, it's okay. You're safe. There will be food tomorrow. It's okay. You're safe. There will be food tomorrow. And then I realized, oh my God, I use food for everything. I'm happy. I need to eat. I'm sad. I need to eat. You know why? Because it makes me feel safe because I grew up not having food to eat. And that was such a big stress.
I get that. Even though now you know that tomorrow there's food.
There's
it's like,
food. There's food. But like, how many people are using food to regulate? You're anxious. Your boss pissed you off. You're going to eat that extra donut. You don't need a fucking donut. You need to breathe. You know? Or you're happy, or you're bored, or you're like all of these things.
we celebrate with food.
You know?
Yeah.
And we don't enjoy these beautiful things as much as we could or should because we're doing so much of it. And they've taken this and they've used it against us, right? They've chemically engineered the food to produce these feelings, these emotions, these byproducts in your body, so you want more. The chips don't taste that good. The donut is stale. It's just covered in frosting.
That,
You know?
yes. But see, okay, I do have to say, this is why I also like Mounjaro. Mounjaro took away like that like thing over my eyes where I was like, even now, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I have a craving for something. And then I'll fucking get so excited. I'll go eat it. And then I'll be like, this is not even that good. What the fuck was I like thinking about? And then I'll realize like, I think it was this thing of maybe when I was younger, the fact that I couldn't eat it often, or like the fact that this thing was something that I only had every once in a while when like something would happen or whatever. Now that I'm an adult and I have free fucking will and I can go out and it's almost like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, I remember when I was younger, obviously my parents didn't have a lot of money. I didn't ever ask for toys, right? I remember we used to go to used to go to Zellers, used to go wherever, used to go to the toy section, okay? And I used to stand in the aisle and I used to look at all the Barbies and all the toys and I'd be like, when I get older and I have money, I'm coming back here, bitch, and I'm buying everything. And it's like now sometimes, you know, we'll go to like Canadian Tire or whatever, I'll go to like the toy section and I'll look around and I'll be like, wow, like isn't it so crazy how like just the way that you used to think about these things. It's like, I feel that way about so many things in my life now. Like,
but aren't you still doing the same thing? You go to the ski store and you buy everything?
Yes.
You're doing the same thing. The toys have changed.
Yes, it's true. That's true. Yes. For example, when he first got here, and I remember like, I was like literally broke when we first started the business and we used to go to, I don't know, the grocery store. Used to pick up a couple things. You only had X amount of money. We're like, okay, which one are we giving up? Which one do we have to put back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now we go to the grocery store. There's 2-3 things. You don't know which one to pick.
I enjoy their grocery store hauls.
Get all of them, you know? Stefano like is the person that if I want something and he sees me struggling between two things, get them both. And it's like, sometimes I'm like, wow, what a man. I will get both. But sometimes the fact that he just says like, get both, you're like, no, I don't even know if I want either of them anymore. You know?
Yeah.
It's just that thing of like,
Choice,
yeah,
options, safety, security.
yeah.
Sometimes you just need to know you could have it. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was about the food thing. And I'm there and I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my nervous system. You need to talk to those subconscious parts of yourself. And that's why the breath changes everything. Your breath is this unconscious thing that you do every single day. Nobody's thinking
Like breathing in
yeah,
general? Okay,
right? So
okay.
it helps you tap into that subconscious part of yourself while you're making decisions, while you're fighting through something, while you're working out, because now I'm like bridging the conscious and the subconscious together and I'm creating a new loop in my body, my new loop in my head. Like, I don't need the food. The food will be there. I'm safe. There is no feeling of unsafety in my body. It's just a loop I've been playing for years and years and years, and I'm going to cut it now.
Do you have like breathing exercises that you do?
I do box breathing a lot.
Okay, what's that?
So box breathing is you're breathing in for 4, you're exhaling for 8.
Mm.
I love that one. There's another one called eggshell breathing, and you put something underneath your cooch and you stand on it. And this is my trainer that taught me this stuff, so I don't come up with this shit on my own. Yeah. And you have to like, and then you keep breathing in as much as you can, and then you exhale everything out. And that like helps to, realign the pelvic floor.
In what sense you put something under your
Like you could
cooch?
use a ball or you could use a small foam roller.
I can sit on it?
You sit on it. And it is weird. It's dumb to say, but the breathing changes everything. And that's why when you work out with someone, elite tip, if your trainer doesn't care about how you're breathing, they're not training you well. Okay?
Interesting, okay. Why does wellness content so often feel like it's made for people with unlimited money, time, and no real problems?
Well, those are the people that are able to film all day, for starters, right? The mom with 3 kids and a job, I don't really see where she has the time to whip out her iPhone. And that's like, I don't even want to say that that's the whole problem. I think the problem is they've spent so much money and time making people sick because the whole point was to then offer you a solution. And is it they being the evil underlords, or did regular people just catch on to the fact that there's an opportunity here? And that's what I mean about the workout sets and the matcha lattes and we all need to be doing Pilates and we all need to be wearing red light masks. And, I work in this industry too, but if you're not going to offer me anything that doesn't require money, then I don't believe you actually care about my wellness. And not in the sense that like, get your dollar. I'm all for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what else comes with this that's like sustainable? Where's the sustainability? If it's only sustainable for millionaires, that's fine. That's your clientele. But if I'm doing it for the love of what I'm doing and for the, like I want to make it so that everyone has access to the people that feel like, oh, you did drugs. No, you're not about this life. I don't want to help you evolve.
Like, bitch, I should be the first one that you want to fucking help.
You know what I mean? Or the construction worker. He hasn't fixed the potholes, so fuck him. Yeah, babe, he's been inhaling fumes of God knows what his whole life. How come you don't want to talk to him? How come you don't want to talk to these people that need this? These are the people that need this. This is the clientele.
Yeah, I feel like if you think about like Reform Pilates, there was like, I don't know if you ever saw, there was that whole thing on TikTok about that
Joseph Pilates started this for inmates. That?
No.
Oh.
No, what's that?
I don't know if he started it for people in jail or people who were really hurt in hospitals, but it was for everyone, basically people that had like have lost almost full function of their body, and it was restorative and regenerative.
Oh, no
for
way.
These people.
Okay, that's fucking interesting.
Like,
no, I what I was talking about is this woman, I think she's like somewhere, she might be in LA or something. She made
you're too big to get on the Reform.
Yeah, like if you're fucking fat, Pilates is not for you. Sorry, what?
Or are you just a shitty teacher who can't teach someone that's bigger?
Or is it just because when you take your fucking stupid aesthetic content for fucking TikTok and Instagram, it doesn't look good for you to post because the girls are fat? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
you know, entrepreneurship and the wellness industry have become so intertwined that sometimes we forget that there's this whole other group of people that sit at a desk all day and need your help.
Yeah.
Or do these physically backbreaking jobs and need your help. Like,
Why does wellness so often feel judgmental instead of helpful?
well, I feel like a lot of the time, first of all, you're either trying to get a quick buck or you're trying to play on people's emotions to make a sale and, you know, create relevance. But that can go sideways. You know, like it's so judgmental. I do this and I do that. Okay, first of all, you're boasting because you need the accolade. We get it. I know you fucking squat. I see that ass from across the street. You know, like I just, if you're in wellness, I think it needs to be about help more than it needs to be about you. Wellness is a new status marker. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. I
You
know.
can be part of our club,
Yeah.
and that says something about you, but that says something more important about us.
Yeah, that's true. That was literally, wellness is often marketed like a luxury personality trait instead of something that is basic and helpful. Yeah.
You know, and like the conversation goes to so deep. Like, do the rich want you to get rich? Is that going to
No.
make them less rich? Is that going to give them less control?
But if we were all rich, why would they be special?
If we were all healthy, why? You know, like, yeah, it does say something about someone who puts in time and effort to take care of their body and their mind. And I can appreciate that. But if you're going to come into something saying, I'm doing this for the love of the craft and to help other people, I think we've lost that.
Yeah, but at the same time, look, when I was like, even take last year and I was fucking fat and I would walk into a room and I would have to convince somebody to give me, I don't know, $100,000 for a year. Being fat, I think, made them lose trust in me. I think it like, and I have to say, I feel like I am also guilty of this. If I'm dealing with, but it's also like, I don't know, you want to hire a trainer and your trainer's fat. You're like, you know, like maybe that's a little bit different because it's specifically, we're talking about weight loss.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
you're not fucking fit as fuck, I don't know if you're going to get me there, but even
Was
if
your
it's
confidence different and that projected and we don't think about that?
no, for sure, definitely consider that. But at the same time, I feel like it, in a way, like if I'm telling you I'm somebody who puts in the work to do this, 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 and this, how can you trust that I will, I don't know, take your business where I say I can take it if I don't even have time to take care of myself? You know, like, do people trust you less because you, or it's like, I don't know, somebody who visibly doesn't take care of themselves.
See, that's the thing. Okay, so visibly not taking care of yourselves, like it's proven that women who dress well, do their makeup, you know, like personal hygiene, keep that up, make 30% more on average, right?
Mhm.
So you can be on the thicker side. And if you're still presenting with like a quality appearance, even if you're fluffier,
Mhm.
I think that we don't realize how much we act differently because of how we feel about ourselves. And then it's also so easy to say, oh, they didn't pick me because I wasn't the best looking person in the room. And yeah, honestly, yeah, that is true. But you can cultivate something else that's the best in the room, and the results are so undeniable. I've been fluffier and I've been thinner. Is life easier when I'm thinner? Yeah, because I feel better about myself. I move better.
But you're telling me that you're not treated differently? Because I can tell you, see, even what we said on the phone, when I was fat, girls were so
Yes,
nice to me.
so much nicer.
And I literally had this whole like revelation. And I remember telling Stefano, because I was like, oh my God, growing up, like girls were so mean to me. Yeah, because I was so fucking hot. Like, not to be whatever. I was skinny and I was hot. And I knew it and I acted on that. Then as I got fatter, I had to humble myself. I told you, you cannot be fat and mean. You can't be both. Pick one.
Oh man,
You know, like if you're fat,
Yeah.
you gotta be nice and you gotta be funny at least. You have to build a better personality because
It's so
if not,
true.
you know. So it's like girls flocked to me, and then I was like, oh my God, I was so wrong about girls. Like, I had it all backwards. I said I had it all backwards. They're so nice, girls. Like it was just me. I was the bitch. And now that I've started to lose weight, like I'm sorry that I talk about this a lot because I'm just. It's like an actual mind fuck for me because for years I told myself, I was like, wow, Bianca, you are such a fucking bitch. Like you thought women were mean and negative and this and that, but really it was just you who was seeing it badly. No. I saw it. I saw it clearly. I was not wrong. I should not have silenced that voice that knew what was up because
Yeah.
now that I've lost weight again, these bitches are fucking mean to me again. People who are nice to me a fucking year ago are not nice to me now.
Who are the bitches?
You want me to first and last names or
No, I'm just saying, like, honestly, when you deal with a low caliber of person, yeah, this shit matters more. And when you deal with a high caliber of person, of course, this shit matters more. Like the higher caliber man who takes care of himself, who trains, who eats well, this helps him create a life, right?
Mhm.
It's part of the status. So of course he wants, you know, like, yes, there is pretty privilege, but it's so much more than that. Like, is it pretty privilege? I've seen some girls with not great faces, but amazing physiques who are good people, right? And it's like, I don't know if that's pretty privilege. It's just you present yourself as something. And I think a lot of the presentation is physical, but there's a lot that's non-physical. And we spend so much time harping on the physical that we totally neglect the non-physical. I have told so many younger girls that I mentor, stop wasting your time trying to be the prettiest girl in the room. You want to be successful in life, do one thing that, I think everybody should remember this. Try being something else. Try being the smartest girl in the room, the funniest, the best taste in music, the best dress. There's so many other things that you can use to shine. Health is health. It will show when you are healthy. And is that pretty privilege or is that just a testament to you being healthy? Because I've seen people that change their health, change their life. You still have the same face. Was never a 10 on 10, but you are gorgeous and it emanates off you. And everybody knows that.
yeah, like a happy girl.
A happy
A
girl.
happy girl is better than a pretty girl sometimes. But
You
also
know-
I feel like it's easier like I
To
don't
be
know.
happy when you're skinny.
Yes, but at the same time, like nobody wants to hear like I didn't pick you because you're stupid. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's easy to say like they didn't pick me because I'm fat instead of saying like they didn't pick me just because I'm dumb and fat.
No. I'm big on this. Okay, we can't continue to let the fucking stupid people procreate. No,
I agree.
Stefano's laughing. Okay, I'm gonna get canceled for this.
No,
We
it's
can't
true.
stop. Yeah, they didn't pick you maybe because you're stupid or you're mean. I don't want my kids to end up like you.
Or both.
Or fucking both. You have a bad attitude. Wah. The whole world's out to get me. One day you were too skinny, nobody liked you. Now you're too fat, nobody likes you. No, you're full of shit.
Yeah. Okay, but see, I feel like I went through this also. Like I was fat, I wasn't happy. I was skinny, I wasn't happy. And I was like, maybe I'm just a fucking bitch inside. And then I was like, maybe this is
Character
from
development.
within. Yeah, but you
Character
know what?
development.
Nobody wants to admit that to themselves. It's easier for me to say it's because I'm ugly. It's because my makeup's not good. It's because my hair is this. It's because I'm fat. It's because I'm this. Than for me to say, oh my God, hold on. Wait a second. Maybe I'm just a dumb bitch. Maybe I'm just, or maybe I just have a bad character. Maybe I just have bad attitude and I actually need
What
to
if-
work on the inside and not the outside.
True. We should work on everything. We should work on all of it, honestly, because you know what? All we have is time. Okay? All that time scrolling, we can be working on our inside, our outside, all of the things.
But nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do the interior work. That's the hardest thing in the world. It's so much easier.
It's
to
so
go
much
to the
fun.
gym. Fun. But I feel like before you get to the fun, it's like a mental, you die inside. I feel like we had this conversation on Instagram
Okay.
once. When you have to really like sit down with your fucking self and look in the mirror and say, listen, you fucking bitch, you are shit from the inside and we need to fix you from back in the day. Like
Character
you know?
arc. Okay, wait. First of all, this is another thing, and now we're really going through the repertoire of Chansey quotes. Are you the villain or are you the most interesting character? Build your fucking character.
Looks, I couldn't give a fuck anymore. Like, I feel like the interior is very, very important, but the exterior is so much easier to fix.
I love an awkward person.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little bit of tism because I know
Yes.
you don't get along with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm special if we're communicating.
Yeah, I get that. I 1000% agree with that.
You know, Chansey, you should be, softer. Why? Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Like, let me live. Yeah.
This person, if you like me, I know it's real.
Yeah. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that I'm a lot for a lot of people, but I also know that what you see is like, it's really, that's me, you know?
I don't see anything mean about you.
Yeah, but I was mean before because I was mean to me. And also like, I know my defects, but for a long time I didn't. And for a long time I wanted to pretend that I didn't have these defects, and I still have defects, but I'm a lot more aware of them. Whereas I feel like, like you know, when you get to that point in your life where you're an adult and you start looking at the people around you and maybe friends that you've had for a long time and you have conversations with them and you're like, there's actually a lot of things about you that maybe I don't like that much. And you know what? I don't know if you know these things about yourself. And now I know them and now I can't unsee them. And I don't know if we could go forward. And it's like, you'll try to linger around them and, you know, maybe try to tell them like, you know, like, have you ever considered that maybe you know, like you're a bit like this or you're a bit like this. Like now I've started doing that with a lot of people in my life.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have dropped like flies. Okay. I have some of them who have stuck around, and those I know they're the real ones because I've looked at them and I've said, you ever thought about how fucking selfish you are? Like, have you ever asked me how I'm doing? Because all we talk about is you. And it's like some of these people have actually been like, oh my God, I'm really fucking sorry.
Do you say it in a funny way?
No, not anymore.
No?
I used to with a lol. Now I don't lol. Now I just gotta say it to you because listen, it's a make or break. This is where our friendship has come to we've come to the crossroads, and it's either me, I go there, and you go there. So I'm giving you this last chance of me just saying like, hey, I used to have this exact problem that you had, and it took me a really long time for me to fix it and acknowledge it. And I'm seeing it in you, and I just want to point it out. And if you're okay with having that as like one of your main personality traits and you want to go forward with that, that's chill. But I'm going to check out here.
Yeah.
I still love you, but I can't really have that in my life because it's just not what I need right now. If you're willing to work on it, I'm willing to work on it. Like I'm by your side. You know?
I'm a bridge burner. This is a thing about me. I'm like, blow that shit up. Woo! Let's watch the fireworks. And I've taken a step back, but I think something that a lot of people forget is we are so used to seeing ourselves through like this loop of from when I was like maybe 17 to 25, you were not an adult.
Yeah.
So I can forgive things. I can forgive a lot of that, not only in myself, but in others. I can also forgive what the collective trauma has done to a lot of people. And I can highlight it, like you said, like, but I don't have to stick around for it. So I completely agree with that. But I think a lot of people are missing certain information. I think human biology and understanding the brain and how all of these things work make you reflect on yourself with a lot more compassion because you're like, oh, you know?
That like the
Like,
yeah.
me eating processed foods and doing drugs and drinking alcohol and sleeping with somebody who's probably giving you BV, yeah, it's gonna make you a shitty person.
But do you sometimes did we maybe need that to get here? Like, did we need that contrast? I mean, some things I feel like I could have definitely avoided. You know, like people are like, you know, like I was very have to experience it on my own. I didn't have to experience everything on my own.
Yeah,
Some
no.
things I could have just heard it from a friend, and
I didn't have to learn everything the hard way, but
we chose to really just go fucking.
I'm an
through it.
overachiever. What can I say?
Same.
I feel like there's a compassion that needs to come in the wellness space when it comes to these things of like, okay, how are you really going to teach first of all, enough with the influencer wellness. Give me some background. That's the problem, okay? Because when I listen to doctors and scientists and people who've like devoted their lives to this, I don't feel the way I feel when I listen to I don't know who posting in her leotard that she's never been fat in her life, but she's telling me how to have a cinched waist.
The 21-year-old was like, my skin has never looked, babe, you haven't even gone through puberty.
My skin looks amazing.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, babe, because your parents are still together and you live in a 6-room house. Your dog has a room
that you're not paying for.
that you're not paying for.
For yourself, and you don't have any bills, and you don't even have a job.
Your breath still smells like breast milk. No, don't give me fucking life advice.
Please.
And I'm sure I was the 21-year-old giving life advice.
No, because we didn't have that at that age. We didn't have that, no?
Everybody was like, you're so wise beyond your years.
The first time I started using skin products, I think I was 25 years old. I used to wash my face with whatever hand soap was next to the sink. It could have been like dollar store, the one with like the one with the fish on them.
Dole?
Like whatever the fuck was there, okay? And
Dial!
whatever, my dad used to buy dollar store soap, okay? when I would remember.
Yeah.
If I would even
Yeah.
remember, maybe once a week to fucking wash my face. And you know what? I had great skin.
Yeah, now there's an 8-year-old giving me which advice on which Drunk Elephant product I should buy.
Say
It's fucking crazy. I hate Drunk Elephant. Shitty
hate
skincare.
Drunk Elephant. but
Shitty
holy fuck,
skincare.
and it's so expensive. Like, oh my god!
It's,
now
now you're gonna tell me, oh, I put marula and everything and I donate to the elephants. Shut up.
the fuck up.
Shut up.
If you were here last season, you know that our studio is looking a little different this year. And that's all thank you to Maison Tella. Maison Tella is a photo and video studio here in Montreal that allows you to rent out rooms for as long as you want or as short as you want. They are one of the very few studios that allow for 1-hour rentals. They also have equipment to rent. The best part of this place is really that they have several different rooms. So as you can see over here, we are in the 70s studio, but you can rent out 6 different rooms, some of which are not always the same and they change depending the season. They also have a really cool room that they've just built right now for Mother's Day. And there's going to be also a second room for Mother's Day that we're going to be launching shortly. So if you're looking to get some beautiful Mother's Day photos, or if you're looking for photos or videos in general and you don't have a place to record, this is the spot. So make sure you check them out on Instagram at Maison Tella. And when you go book, make sure that you use our code LonelyGirl20 to get 20% off of your entire booking. Or you can also book a photo shoot with us at Lonely Girl Productions and not only get a discount on your room, but you're also going to get a discount on your entire photo session because we have special pricing just for Maison Tella. So a huge thank you to our sponsors, Maison Tella. We could not have done this without you. Thank you for upgrading our entire studio and thank you for giving us such a cool place to film our podcast. I feel like before I met you, I knew like a couple other girls who were naturopaths, but the vibe wasn't it. The vibe wasn't it. I felt it was very scammy. I felt it was very like, I don't even know what the word was for it. And it left me like something not good.
Okay.
Then I met you. Okay. And I told you when I met you, I thought you were very intimidating. But oh my god! But then the thing is I started following you on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I love this person. Like, and there's just something like the thing is we don't even know each other that well.
No,
we
yeah,
saw
true.
each other how many times?
Like 3 times?
Like we saw each other 3 times in a span of like a couple days because we were in
Yeah.
New York together, right?
No, but like 3 times. Like I consider New York one full.
But that's what I'm saying. So it was
encounter.
technically, it's like it wasn't like 3 separate times.
Yeah.
It was like it's technically it was almost like one time, right?
Yeah.
And then I started following you, and I feel like I don't even know how to explain it. I feel close to you. I feel close
the
to
same
you
way.
because of the things that you post, and I feel like the things that you share is because you actually give a shit. Like even though you're posting it, it's not like you're sending it to me, but it feels like you're sending it to me. You know what I mean? And it's like the things that you post. Like now, I don't know if we're going through similar things, or I feel like other people who follow your stuff must also feel this way about you because
The
there's
human
just
condition.
but there's just something about you. There's something about you that it's like, I feel like you're very safe. I feel like you are not trying to scam. I feel like you are like, you're doing this because you like this and you're passionate about it. And it's like, I feel like you're also going through this with us together.
I don't like the term empath that much. It kind of irks me, but I really don't like to see people suffer. I just don't enjoy it. Even if you've hurt me, I don't enjoy. Not true. I'm thinking about certain things.
She's like, hold up, wait a fucking minute.
but no, like generally when it comes to people's health and well-being, their mental state, their physical state, I just don't think anybody deserves to suffer. I think we have all of the tools and all of the resources for life to be beautiful for everyone. And me doing my small part is allowing people to get to a place in their health where your consciousness is brave and compassionate, and you have enough fuel in you to keep going and make the world a better place. And I get that it's a small little pod that I might be helping. It just doesn't make a difference because to me, if I can help 10 people feel good, people that feel good go out and make other people feel good. You know, sorrow loves company. So does joy. Nobody wants to be happy alone. Nobody. You can deny, you can say that you like being alone, you feel so good. I love my own company. I've been single too long. But when something good happens to you, you want to call someone. You want to take that trip with someone. You want to have those experiences with someone. Why wouldn't I do my part to create a world like that? So when I say naturopath, yeah, okay, it's one tool in the toolbox. You can take these supplements, you can breathe like this, you can get the lymphatic drainage. But I was a makeup artist. I kept that job for so long because I never forgot. I did one girl's prom makeup. Her mother saw her and started crying. She's like, my daughter never looked so beautiful. I was like, I'll do this for the rest of my life just to feel that feeling again. People don't deserve to suffer.
Especially when it's like, you don't have to do God knows what to make somebody happy, you know? It's like sometimes even just, I don't know, it's like me, I love those videos on TikTok and on Instagram where it's like you see someone do something good for someone and it's like then that person does something good for someone else and it's like this trickle effect of just
They
happiness
boost oxytocin. You know that doing something good for someone will boost oxytocin, the love hormone, which actually balances out every other hormone. So listen, if you got hormonal problems, pick up your oxytocin. But the person that saw the good deed being done feels the same amount of oxytocin.
Yeah. When people are like, why did you post that if you were doing a good deed? Why can't you just keep it to yourself? Because now that I saw it, I want to go do a good deed and I'm happy. And then I told him about it and now
Why
he's
are you
happy. And
aversion
then,
to that though? That's
you
my
know,
question. What's the aversion
because
to?
it's like people who are miserable. People who are miserable say that.
But
like,
why are you miserable? Because if I broke it down, yeah, we are gonna go through your childhood trauma and this and this and that. And that's the cover story you're gonna give me. But there's other things like you don't sleep. Okay, you don't sleep, so you're insulin resistant because you don't sleep. Your chemicals in your brain are all kinds of fucked up. You know, many people in a study were not actually depressed. They were underslept. They were tired. You're probably eating like shit.
yeah.
You know, like the trauma, it's being fed by things that you're doing today.
And you know what? I challenge you that if you are someone who feels that way, do 2 weeks. Like really focus yourself for 2 weeks on sleeping enough, eating enough, and just like doing things that fill your cup and then stop.
Oh, and stop drinking coffee, okay?
Yeah. And then stop completely and see if after those 2 weeks, you're not like, oh my fucking
You're a
God,
different
I
person.
was a completely different person. I'm telling you, I feel it now.
You're a
3 days
different
that I
person.
didn't sleep and then I've been eating one meal barely in the last, cause I've been busy. I told Stefano, I said, today I am the worst fucking version of myself. And I lived like that
I
from
let's
6
get the
months
best in
ago.
people.
For no, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
like, it's wild. It's fucking wild. You don't realize
It's the
how
small
much
things.
the sleeping and shit affects you. Because yeah, I'm able to function on 3 hours of sleep. But why do I have to live like that all the time? Why do I
Exactly.
always have to live that? It's like I'm barely getting through life.
I can't solve my problems. You're right. You can't solve your problems because your brain isn't functioning at the capacity of problem solving when you've slept 2 hours. So many girls I know have anxiety, No, you don't. No, you don't have anxiety. You have an extra large Timmy's or a Starbucks on an empty stomach is what you have.
And you didn't sleep.
And you didn't sleep.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
stayed up all night watching TikToks of the influencer in the aloe set.
Who's getting her 8 hours of sleep or 9 hours sleep or 10 hours sleep? Yeah.
I'm depressed for you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, let's go back to the weight thing. Am I at my ideal weight? No. But you know, one thing that I have to say, I'm generally just a happy person because there is habits in my toolbox that I know I can go back to and just be like, okay, all right. You know what? I might not look my best, but if I sleep enough and I eat some good food, am I going to be 10 pounds lighter tomorrow? No, but I'll be happy
And you'll feel good.
and I'll feel good.
Yeah. I 1,000% agree with that.
There's a warmth that comes off of people that are healthy. And you know what? For some people, maybe it's not warmth. Maybe for some people, it's a courage or a strength. But there will be something that is going to emit from you that people will feel. You are a magnetic, electric, biochemical, crystalline structure. Okay? And nobody's going to argue this with me because your phone that transmits images and voices, what's it connected to? Nothing. You're a piece of living magic. And you don't think something's going to emit from you to attract opportunities, the person that you want, the life that you want? Your only responsibility is to take care of the vessel. That's the only responsibility you were given in this life.
One vessel.
One.
Which is the most fucked up thing. It's
One.
like, yeah.
And wellness, once again, yeah, doing nice things for people. Do you not realize that that's a part of wellness?
And sometimes it costs nothing.
It costs nothing. You could have given somebody a compliment that stopped them from killing themselves.
1,000%. 1,000%. Just something so small and so
You know?
nice that literally is probably not even going to change
Maybe
much of your day, but it could change so much of somebody else's day.
seriously, I feel like these are things that like I need to hear the wellness creators talk about this more. If everybody's walking around happy, they're not going to cry that there's 3 pounds that still need to be lost on the scale. They're not going to be, you're going to find the solution to the problem. Happiness is a marker of health. Resilience is a marker of health. How well you can solve problems, think on your feet, be adaptable. These are markers of health that where is all the information about this?
Yeah, no, I agree. Also, I feel like it's just so much easier to spread happiness.
So few people with I was shocked. So few people with ChatGPT did an end of the year roundup. What did I talk about most to you?
Oh, yes,
How
yeah.
did I change?
Yeah.
ChatGPT did it for some people, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like, did you do that before that? This little
No, yeah, I know, I get that.
this is important.
Also, because ChatGPT literally knows everything about you. Like,
Yeah.
it knows all of your fucking secrets, all of the things that like you won't ask other people, all of the dumb shit. I think it told me it was like one of the dumbest things I asked. What was it? Okay, such ChatGPT. It was like, is rice a carb?
It's a good carb, though. It's a good carb. It's a good carb.
You know, like sometimes I like ask it questions and I'm like, oh, Bianca, that was a dumb fucking waste of water on that question.
What's
you know?
your preferred carb?
Pasta. Even though, hold on, wait. I just
for
found
it.
this pasta that like normally I would never eat because it's gluten free, but it's made with rice and corn. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah, I know. I realized it was carb. I thought it wasn't carbs, but it is also carbs. From Rumo, you know
Mhm.
Rumo?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is so fucking good. This pasta, it's 10 times better than regular pasta.
I love egg pasta.
Egg pasta, like freshly made.
Yeah.
I find it tastes like farina, like flour. No, I find like it really has a taste.
I like the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not against carbs. I just want to clarify.
I love carbs, but I don't love. I'm not a huge fan of bread. Depends what kind of bread, but I'm not like I don't like love all. I'm not like.
I love butter so much that it makes me love bread.
Oh really?
I love
Okay.
butter.
Okay.
I love butter. I'm pro fat, like I was saying. I think we're demonizing food, and it's causing part of the obesity problem.
Oh my god! Next episode, you know what we should do? Cook. We should talk and cook.
And Stefano can cringe from behind the scenes, like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah?
I think that could be fun. We should like get a kitchen and do like.
I'm sure they have
I think
one.
that would be fun. Do you smoke weed?
Unfortunately. I
You
smoke
do?
CBD.
I love CBD.
You smoke CBD?
We haven't smoked since May last year.
Wow.
Okay, so I stopped all.
Was it even the
drugs.
Mounjaro?
No. Okay, so the first like 3 months of Mounjaro I was still smoking.
Okay.
Oh, it was rough. It was like the little demons, you know. It was like Mounjaro was like, and I was like, oh my god, like it was just a fucking shit show. The first 3 months of Mounjaro was like it was like I grabbed the money and just threw it in the fucking.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it was rough. And then I was like, okay, bitch, you need to take this fucking shit seriously because it's so expensive and you cannot be smoking weed. But really, it was because he went to the doctor and the doctor told him, like, with his heart, he said, stop. Like, you cannot smoke weed. You cannot smoke hash. You cannot do drugs.
You can eat it. Oh, no, you can't.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing that, like,
Causes elevated heart rate.
Yeah, nothing. And so then I was like, okay, so I guess I'm going to stop also. And so I stopped all drugs, all alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I stopped everything. Okay. I feel like I'm unstoppable. Now I'm like literally addictions. I'm okay with everything.
Are you addicted to your phone? Are you addicted to ChatGPT?
So ChatGPT not as much, but it's only because I think the last couple of weeks it's been so unreliable that I'm like, you know what? The only person I could rely on is myself. And so maybe it was a good thing that happened. My phone, not so much, but my phone is iffy because I work on my phone.
Yeah.
And because so much of my work is literally like, sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to put the phone away and I'm going to go to work. And then I'm like, Now I have to grab my phone again.
Yeah. No.
So like that is like a part where I feel like people don't understand because I work in social media. I am on my phone so many
24/7.
hours a day. When I'm not on my own stuff, I'm working on clients' Instagrams and this and that. It's
Yeah.
a pain in the fucking ass. I love the job, but
It's
it's a
torture.
But it's a lot of being exposed to like, and then not just my own For You page. I'm exposed to all of my clients' For You pages, which is so interesting because then that's also how, like, little secret, that's also how I get to know my clients. I see
100%.
their For You pages. I get to experience their page as if it's them, and I start to understand the things they like, the things they laugh at, the things they don't like. Like it's crazy how I can build like a digital identity of my client and then understand them so fucking well. But that's very overwhelming.
No. You said something that I think, people, self-assessment, you want to know who you are, look at your algorithm.
1,000%. 1,000%. Like some people are like, I don't understand me. I only see blah, 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 blah. And it's like, babe, don't say that out loud. Because like now we know, like when people say like, oh, well, I only see this and my page is this. And it's like, I don't see that.
Some people, like, I want to tell them, hey, you're depressed because you're consuming just, constant body image distortion, or you're listening to rap and you have a bunch of pornographic content, and all of this thing is changing who you are. But I totally get what you're saying in terms of like social media, when you use it for work, makes your phone feel like this burden after. And it's like you have your phone in your hand and you're paralyzed with your phone. You feel like if you're not on it doing something, you're being, I don't know. I have like massive phone anxiety.
Okay, you know what you should try? Because I used to be like that. Now I answer right away. The minute I see a message, I have to answer it.
Oh, well, sometimes I'll answer it, but if it's there and they collect. Oof.
Yeah. No, me, it's voice notes, and I'm so guilty of voice notes. Oh, I know that if I'm sending someone a long voice note, I'm like, I'll give you a week to answer that.
Yeah,
Because
I'm a voice noter.
Yeah. Because me, it's like if I'm listening to a voice note, I don't want to listen to it fast. I need to listen and I need to go through the points. I answer as I'm answering as I'm listening to your voice note, and so I need to be in a good headspace for that.
Yeah.
I don't always have 4 minutes to listen to a voice note, and I don't want to fucking disregard your voice note. You know what I mean?
I feel so bad because I do, like, my job is physical. It's like physically taxing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like you're never giving enough to the client when you're not answering fast enough. You're not following up fast enough. You're never.
Yeah, but that's not technically part of.
But it technically is, right? Because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm working for myself and I don't have somebody doing the admin stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, just because you have that, it doesn't mean that they should have. See, but look, back in the day, it would work like you want an appointment, you call, you book an appointment, you have your allotted time with me. Now, the fact that we add each other on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, blah, 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 there's like a little blurry line that like, oh, we're sharing something or I comment on your story. Ha ha ha, that's so funny. Pff, then a whole conversation explodes.
Yeah.
Like, are you obligated to go back and forth and tell me about things? Like, sometimes I even feel guilty with that with you. Sometimes I won't always sometimes I'll see a story, I'll screenshot it, and then I'll go do my own research about it because I don't want to fucking bust your balls and have you answer 8,000 messages because that's still work.
I wish that like this is something that I could understand better, is how to take better care of yourself as an entrepreneur and like understand those boundaries when it comes to technology.
You know what? I feel like the girl who does my Botox, Amanda, nurse injector, I love you deeply. Amanda does it so well.
Really?
She just does not answer messages.
Okay.
She does not answer messages. And you know what? Good on her. Because I know that when I go see her, that's the time I have.
Okay.
When it's like something more like friendly, personal, whatever, we'll text about it. But if it has to do with work, I'll talk to you when we're at the appointment.
Okay.
If you have a little question here and there, like she'll answer.
That's the thing, and this is something else in business, in wellness, that I'm really grappling with. Like, this is the problem. We don't turn it off.
Well, before you used to log off of MSN. You used to log off of the internet. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Sign out. Yeah, now we never G2G. Now we are here forever. That we logged, like one day we literally logged off of MSN. We logged into this fucking world and we never logged off. Now the only time you log off is if your phone dies and you're like, I'm not going to charge it. And you're like, rebellious.
Yeah. This is like, it's the highlight of my day when my phone dies.
Right?
My friends will be on FaceTime with me and they're like, your phone's dying. And I'm like,
Oh no.
yes.
Sucks. Beautiful.
I love it. I
The
love
worst
it.
is WhatsApp because it's a fucking snitch and it tells you. It tells the other person like Bianca's phone's at 2%. And it's like, why would you rat me the fuck out like that?
For me, it's the psychological implications. You know what I mean? Like, hello, your brain can't concentrate. We all have ADHD. When did this happen?
And we're all overstimulated.
We're all overstimulated. We can't like concentrate on anything. And we have this constant noise in the back of our head. Of course, you can't talk. You have no connection to your intuition because something is overtaking your consciousness at all times.
You're always looking, you're always listening.
You know
But
what?
like even now, this conversation, like I love not being on my phone.
Me too. Me too.
But at the same time, then it's like when I get into the car, I'm like, ooh, what are we catching up on in these last like 2-3 hours that I haven't been on my phone, you know? And it's like, are you okay?
I feel like I'm out of touch sometimes in the sense of like I don't know what's happening and I don't
That's good.
care.
That's so good. I feel like I'm like chronically online. Like, you know, sometimes people will make videos and it's like you only get them if you're like chronically online. And I'm just like, oh, I get that. And that's probably not good. But again, I work in social media. It's literally my job to stay informed about these things. If not, I'm not offering a good service to my clients. So I don't have a choice.
But there's so many people that are suffering with this, and I think this brings like a huge point that not that nobody's talking about, but I don't think the masses are aware of it. Staring at that blue light all day messes with your circadian rhythm. When your circadian rhythm is off, all of you is off. You know, the time that you're waking up at night, hey, it's not the witching hour. It's not demons trying to steal your soul, guys. Your liver. It's your liver. It's your pancreas. Did you know this?
No, look at Stefano when you say that.
Why? What's he thinking?
Because Stefano never sleeps. Like, Stefano doesn't sleep properly.
Stefano, can you imagine the human being you would be if you slept?
I think you need to go see Chansey.
Heart condition.
We both
Gone.
We both need to go see Chansey.
Pasta.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, wait. Tell me a bit about what it is that you do.
What it is that I do. You mean specifically with the lymphatic drainage, right?
Yeah.
I know that the lymph, like, it's becoming this really hot topic right now. And I feel like because of that, a lot of people don't think this is real. But imagine not taking out the garbage for 3 weeks. Okay. Your lymphatic system is your body's trash system. It is collecting so much cellular debris. So many, like, waste products from hormones, from proteins. It's mobilizing and moving fat, so it's part of fat loss, right? It has all of these components that function with every single other system in your body, and we think it's some hocus pocus, make you skinny massage that doesn't really work.
Okay, because I feel like a lot of people like think that that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Like it's just like now I'm puffy and then I leave skinnier, but it's like a lot more than.
But what's making you puffy? It can't be good.
And is that just like the food?
The food is making you puffy. The lack of sleep is making you puffy. The chemicals in the air is making you puffy. The chemicals from your skincare and your makeup and your perfume and your hair stuff, that's making you puffy. The mold coming out of your walls is making you puffy. The hydrocarbons coming out of the walls that I breathed in for 2 years that cause chemical poisons are making you puffy. And if your lymphatic system isn't removing all of this overload, then it's collecting and it's hiding in tissues like fascia, the connective tissue of your entire body. So it works with every system. Not only does it reduce your puffiness, it helps you think more clearly. It improves your digestion. It helps with hormone metabolism. It helps with metabolism in general. And even your brain has a lymphatic system.
Is this like something that you have to do like every day, every week?
If you did a small lymphatic drainage on yourself every day, you would inevitably feel the results that if you stop, you'd instantly see a difference. But I think getting like a deeper lymphatic drainage once a month to once a season, depending your lifestyle,
Oh, okay. I
is
thought you were gonna
ideal.
say like every couple days. Okay, so not even once, but even once a week. So then you're
You
fucking good.
you could do it once a week, you can do it once a month, you can do it once a season. It all depends on the person, right? If you're going through a period in your life where you're like, okay, I'm getting healthy, I'm getting skinny, or you're dealing with a health crisis, then let's work on your lymph. You have, continuous brain fog, hormonal issues, women after pregnancy, let's work on your lymph. You have acne, that means something's up with your lymph. You have arthritis, maybe we're not clearing inflammation the way we need to.
So stomach problems, gut health, that's that.
Everything is connected with the lymph.
Interesting.
It's like the lymph, the nervous system, and the fascia. Everything is going to come down to these things.
Okay, because like the videos I see, you're like doing stomach, legs. Like, how does it work? Is it everything? Is it your whole body?
We can do the full body.
Yeah.
So that's one of my options. Or we can separate it, right? So sometimes there's nurses and hairdressers that spend a lot of time on their feet. They're very swollen. They don't have great circulation.
But you don't do feet.
I'll touch their feet.
Oh.
I'll touch their feet. I could touch your feet with the towel, with the blanket over it. You know what I mean? But like from your foot, your ankle is swollen to your hip. And then we're going to get into posture now because you got some postural issues, which is blocking this area where things need to be draining. And women have a bunch of estrogen receptors in their thighs and in their groin area. Estrogen receptors hold on to things called xenoestrogens, which are chemicals found in the environment. Like, I can literally sit here and talk to you for 4 hours about all of the implications of the lymph on the human body. And I don't even think we would have scratched the surface of what it can do for people. Your body is remembering everything, the things that you blocked out. It's held inside of your connective tissue, your fascia, which is intertwined with your lymph. Don't you think by moving these things around, making space, releasing that fluid, touching certain parts of the body in a state where you're lying down on the bed and you're calm and you feel safe and human touch causes oxytocin to be released, don't you think things can come up? I've had so many people cry.
What about people who don't feel comfortable being touched? Like me, I had one massage in my life and it went really badly.
A lot of people come to me and don't feel comfortable being touched, and then I touch them, and then in 10 minutes, all of a sudden they feel comfortable. Okay. Because relief overpowers your discomfort.
But it's also you. I think it's just like you have a very comforting
judging.
vibe. But you have a comforting vibe, and I'm telling you, I feel it through Instagram. No, but you know what I mean? Like,
no, I appreciate it.
Like,
yeah.
I think the same thing of like the whole empath. I hate saying like I feel like I'm an empath because I think it's like I feel like people misuse it or just like they think it's like cool to say that they're an empath. But I genuinely feel I feel people's things. Like, you know, like I
but you're supposed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not everybody's like that. Some people, I'm like, are you like you're empath?
You're disconnected for
yes,
sure.
Yes, there's like a
disconnected.
Yeah,
but there's something called mirror neurons. So if you grew up in a state of fight or flight, you probably have more mirror neurons than the average person, which allows you to feel what other people are feeling in order to have to be able to predict outcomes, so you can keep yourself safe, right? But as you get older and you're no longer living in that state of panic and fight and flight, you can use these mirror neurons to your advantage.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know,
that sounds very like on point.
That's the thing. And I'm like, we're constantly communicating with each other, whether you're saying a word or not. Your facial expressions. You ever notice how actors and actresses were so much better back then? No, they had human face so we could feel what they're portraying. Things moved.
That's why I think things felt a little bit more like things were felt a little bit more intensively when you were watching movies. Yeah.
So there's all of these.
Now they're just better actors because they're better liars.
Well, they're not even better actors. Sorry, Jacob Elordi. He's hot and he's good.
You're like, but that's about it.
But like, no, he's a good actor. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, there's all these components to wellness and the human being, and we're so caught up in the superficial. And I want to work what's deeper for people, because you will get a sense of relief and well-being from that changes the way you walk through life.
So if somebody wants better skin, they want to feel less puffy, they want to feel less bloated, just like better overall, you would recommend starting with the lymphatic drainage, like a full body lymphatic.
A full body lymphatic drainage will make you feel lighter. And you know what? If there is underlying issues, it can be exposed. There's a lot of people that actually have like autoimmune disorders. They'll get a lymphatic drainage. All of a sudden they're sick. No, you weren't sick. We brought something to the surface that was lingering inside of your system.
No.
Yes. You get a headache. Are you getting a headache because you're dehydrated and we mobilized toxins?
I want to try this. Sign me up.
You know, and then there's like, yes, there's a beauty component. I like to add the contouring, but if somebody's super puffy on medications, just got operated, I'm not gonna beat you with wooden sticks and call it a lymphatic drainage.
Yeah, it's true, because sometimes I see that you use tools.
I do use tools, and you know what? My treatments have changed so much over the years I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I'd rather give you the wellness benefits than give you the contouring. You're leaving, you're bruised everywhere.
Oh, really?
It hurt like a bitch.
So I don't know if I would be able to do me. It's like you touch me like this and I fucking bruise.
But you know, like there's a lot of people doing lymphatic drainage that you're overdoing the wooden tools. Also, you bought your fucking zappy zap machines on Temu and Amazon. I'm not a fan of these things. Okay?
Did you see Bethany Frankel? Do you follow Bethany Frankel?
The girl that likes to eat rice cakes with cream cheese and bell peppers, banana peppers. Is it her? It's Bethany Frankel. She's like,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. I was scrolling. I don't even
funny.
follow her, but her videos, when I see her videos, I stop and I watch. She bought a fucking contouring machine from an influencer that is supposed to snatch your jawline.
yeah.
And it's like a suction thing, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. You have to go watch this
It,
video.
it looks amazing.
No. Blood gushing through her face.
No.
Blood all over the face, and she's like, it was hurting and I thought that it was working, and I thought that this was like the snatching process. And she goes, and then I went to go look in the mirror, the snatching thing, no, it was made of glass and it broke on her face, and she was just and she fucking has cuts from here to here, her whole face. She's like, I was just about to bring it down my neck. She's like, I could have cut my jugular. So whoever she bought that from is gonna get a mother of a lawsuit.
This is like an episode of Black Mirror. I'm sorry. What is the wellness industry? You see what I mean? Like, nothing will compare to human touch, to human hands. Nothing will ever compare to that. I'm not against or opposed, but like, human hands are so powerful because you're not only doing the massage, you're generating something. And I will say one thing, I have worked very, very, very hard to have a good energy, because I feel it's a disrespect for me to touch you and transmute something that is not high quality.
That's beautiful. And that is so true.
Like,
if you have like your own interior bad negative shit, I feel like you will pass that to somebody for sure.
But everyone has that, and I'm like, that's unavoidable.
But especially if you're somebody who spends most of their day physically touching people like that,
but like,
you're even more
I'm an empath. No, I'm not absorbing every single client's stuff
Yeah.
and then giving it to you. I am like grounded in who I am, and I'm here for you. And the power of messages and emotions and things that can come through or be discovered when your energy is clear enough to let somebody else's energy take the spotlight. Like, here, you're keeping things in. If your lymph is congested, I know you're keeping things in. It's a sign.
Yeah.
So let's let it out. Let's give it space. How many times do we hear all of these gurus saying, create space, create space, create space? That's what I'm doing. I'm creating enough space in your body for things to be removed, that it can create space in your life, in your head, in your heart. Let's open everything up. Everybody's so afraid what's going to come out when you open it. Doesn't matter. It's going to come out eventually. It's in there. I'd rather it comes up because you cry on my table than it shows up as cancer in 6 years.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's true. They do say that a lot of like anxiety and things that are like pent up, build up, like manifest into disease. I think you taught me that from one of your stories. I think I screenshotted that from you.
Well, all of the organs are connected to different emotions.
Yeah, see, I
Yes.
literally have that screenshot in my phone. But do you see when I screenshot?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Oh my God. Don't tell me that people can see our screenshots.
Well, I feel like sometimes I see when someone screenshots.
Oh
but when
my
I-
God.
No?
You know how many
You're like,
convos
bitch, no.
that guys send me and I
No, okay,
screenshot
so
and
maybe
I
not.
put them on blast?
Stop.
Yeah,
On your
yeah.
stories?
On my private stories. Depends how much they piss me
I'm
off.
not on your private stories.
You are on my private stories. I haven't been pissed in a while.
Oh, I was like, please put there.
Yeah.
I love when people put me on their private stories. I'm like, oh, my
You're on
God,
my
have fun with
privates.
the club.
Now there's, don't you ever get that feeling? I'm like, can I add this person to my private story? Or are they going to think it's like a weird flirtation? Because I am posting
Really?
anything hot on the private stories.
What do you think? I'm just posting like the most fucked up thing that I ever posted was when I was on shrooms at Christmas. Did you see this?
I thought you didn't do any drugs in like a year and a half.
I did shrooms at Christmas. My cousin gave me a 3.5. Oh my God, it's true. I broke my sobriety at Christmas.
Oh, it doesn't count. Shrooms. It's a plant.
I can't even say that I've been sober for a year. I did shrooms. I mean, listen, it went really badly. God punished me on that one. I'm fucking sure. I took them. We had a family scrap, a huge family scrap. 4 a.m. I'm outside in the snow crying. Going, they call them mushrooms because they make you so mushy. It was a rough time. 4 a.m. crying in the car hysterically. First in the car, then outside in the snow, in my fur coat.
My last shroom trip, I had a spiritual revelation.
What kind of shrooms are you fucking taking? Because I want those. Every single time I've done shrooms, it's been an awful experience or nothing happened.
You took too much. Why the fuck would you take 3.5
Because every
grams?
single time I've taken less, nothing happens. My cousin was like, just take 3.5, maybe it'll do something. But it didn't do anything for like 3.5 hours until the whole family started scrapping. Then it came late. Yeah, I was like, obviously it would kick in now.
I don't know. What's your intention when you take these things? Because
Just take me on a fucking trip.
No,
I just want to go on a fucking like a mental trip. Take me on a fucking hallucinate me. Take me to another world. Let me see colors and places and things I've never seen. Please. That's what I love about drugs.
No, you can't handle shrooms. You're gonna go do acid? This is just one bad idea after another.
Fuck me, I just like
What's
listen,
your intention? I feel like psychedelics are this incredible resource we can use to really tap into ourselves, but it needs to be etched in. And you need, because you don't have the right activators.
Really?
You don't have the right people around you. You don't have music around you. You don't have nature around you. You're not wearing something that you're proud to be wearing.
Who's a ball buster? Okay, we take care of my nonna. We are her caretakers. Do you know what it's like living with a 90-year-old woman who wants to die all the time, even though she's fine. She's okay.
I feel like she's funny. She should have her own TikTok.
Pain in the fucking ass. Like, God bless this woman. Like, to make it to that age with all my teeth and hearing and everything else. Like, now she just lost her hearing a bit, and she's like, "Kill me." I'm like, oh my God, please
Give her lion's mane.
I went to go buy lion's mane at Tao. I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT was like, "Do not buy it. This is not for you. You are not the person that can handle lion's mane." I was like,
why?
What? It was like, it's gonna agitate you too much. You're already an anxious person. I was like, what? I found this like really good matcha
With lion's mane in
with
it.
lion's mane and like
What's it called? Four Sigmatic. Alchemix.
honestly, I have a picture. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like, it was such a good taste, and it was made with, what do you say it was made with? Like dirt or something.
Dirt?
What? What was it made with? And I was like drinking it. I'm like, ooh, what is this made with? And he was like, it's made with dirt or something. I was like, yum. But it was actually really good. And then I looked it up, and it was like lion's mane, mushroom something.
Cordyceps? Reishi?
Fuck, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. It was like really, really good. And I was so excited. And then ChatGPT said, put that down now.
You can actually take medicinal mushrooms that make you more creative, make you better in bed,
Okay.
give you more stamina, repair the nervous system, improve eyesight, heal the immune system, have anti-cancerous benefits, can help regulate hormones. Well, why would ChatGPT tell you not to take
I can't
mushrooms?
find it. I'm literally gonna go back to Tao tomorrow, and I'll go find it. I'm gonna go buy it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does lion's mane do?
Lion's mane is going to help repair damage in the brain. Okay?
I need
So
a lot of it
for
then.
that alone, it's incredible. And then it's called a nootropic. That's it. So it helps to create new brain cells or something like that. I can't remember right now because I'm a little tired, but it's very, very good for your brain. And it's also going to help restore and repair the nervous system. So it has a profound impact on eyes. My grandmother had started taking it and her eyesight got so much like better after taking the lion's mane. It has so many benefits. I feel like when you pair lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms, you get this really incredible boost in creativity, energy, and joyfulness.
Well, that's what it was saying. That's what the tea was. And it was like all different mushrooms.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm going to go back to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
swear, I'm going to show you which one.
Did you ever watch that mushroom documentary?
I thought I took pictures. I can't find them. No.
Did you ever watch that mushroom documentary?
No.
You would like it. It's on Netflix. I didn't watch it, but I know what they were saying. And what I always thought was super incredible about mushrooms is that they have their own nervous system where they're all communicating with each other underneath the earth. And I just believe because it's that and it's such an old entity on earth, it has the ability to communicate with you through your nervous system.
Interesting.
And I think that there's something that we neglect when we're talking about naturopathy because we've gone very much down the science route. But I just want to believe that God created this magical earth. Why don't you think that these plants that he put here can create magic in your own body? If you really had like only one question that you needed to ask a naturopath, what would it be? You got one question.
Damn. How can I just relax? Like, how can I just learn? Like, what is the best way for me to learn how to just chill the fuck out
Are you training?
for life?
Honestly, I think doing a style of training that forces you to breathe through the movements. And I'm always going to go back to breath because I could recommend 50,000 supplements, but if your lifestyle habits don't change, but the pathways, the neural pathways you can create by doing movement and breath work together can show you that not only can you handle any stress that is imposed on your body and mind, but you can actually relax. Like when you train your nervous system starts to be able to relax. Take a deep breath. It doesn't matter that much. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take the day off.
But then I do that. But then I feel like it's a form of procrastination.
But when your nervous system has actually been trained sufficiently and you are truly like at that space, you won't feel that anymore. Because you'll do what needs to be done because your body can handle pressure and intensity. And then the exhale, the breathe, the come up, the cool down, all of that you've trained yourself through training, your body will be able to handle that. The way you train your body and mind, because that's what real training is. We're training the physical, the mental, and the breath, mind, body, soul, all at once. Real training. That's the reflection of how you were capable of living afterwards. That's why having that built as like muscle built, you could tell someone's an athlete. That's why it's a status symbol, because I'm showing you that I can do difficult things and survive and be okay.
I feel like I have that, but mentally.
But what about the rest?
Like you don't see it.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
You are willing to endure so much mental, emotional stress, but what suffers? The physical.
Yeah. Which is fucked up. And I know now I'm going to go home and I'll be like, okay, I need to make a plan on how we can both become super healthy. And it's like, I know that I'm slowly the thing is like, I feel like I cheated. If it wasn't for Mounjaro,
yeah,
that's my issue, right? So I have guilt right now that he isn't losing weight like me.
Why does it have to be hard? Why do we have to suffer? I'm so confused about this. And I get it because I feel the same guilt and I haven't even started taking the peptides I bought. But I feel this like, oh, I'm a faker. I'm a cheater. But like, if you're doing everything else and now you're using this, like, why don't you feel like you cheated when you take the supplements? I'm confused about that. Why? Because something actually works and it works well and it works super fast. When I hear things like, oh, I cheated because I took Mounjaro, why can't it be easy?
Oh, because people come to me and they're like, I lost weight the real way. And it's like, okay,
Good. I'm so happy for you.
it didn't work for me.
Like, okay, so I should never lose weight because if I can't bring myself to do it the real way, then I deserve to be overweight and unhealthy.
Or like the fact that people are like, I can't believe you talk about Monjaro openly online, like that you tell people. I'm like, well, what did you think, that I fucking lost 70 pounds by what? Sitting on my ass, not doing anything? You never saw me in the gym, bro. You never saw me in the gym. How do you think I lost weight?
I want to understand. You know how many people I know got a nip tuck?
Okay, but it's like people don't want to talk about
Lipo 360. How come you're not up their ass?
I know.
Ripping. Lipo 360.
Yeah, I know.
Those tits? They're
Yeah.
standing up. They're doing a fucking dance.
I know.
They're not real.
That's true. It's not. There's not the same like criticism with like new tits as there is with I wanted to just lose some weight.
Lash extensions, lip injections. You dye your hair. Nobody's born with freaking fluorescent purple hair. We're gonna start ripping on everybody for everything.
Yeah, I know. I get
Then
it.
men, I like a natural girl. Okay, you
I
know
know,
what?
you don't-
Don't shave your beard. Don't dredge your hair. That pomade that you buy, don't use it.
But it's like you wouldn't know a natural girl if she fucking slapped you straight in the fucking face.
Oh yeah. That's
People are like, I love a natural girl. I'm like,
you don't
what
know
do you
what the
think
fuck is
natural
natural.
looks like? What do
Yeah.
you think it looks like? Because I'm confused. Yeah.
This is what I actually love about Europe. You go to Europe and all of a sudden you're like, am I pretty?
That's
This is shocking news to me.
Because, like, honestly, most of them don't wear any makeup. They put no effort into. I feel like you have a different opinion on this, though, because Stefano came to Montreal and he's like, "Wow, these are some of the hottest motherfucking girls I've ever seen here."
Yeah,
Stefano thinks the hottest girls are here, but io trovo che quando vai in Italia, like, girls are so like no makeup, no nothing, and I'm like, "What? Prendi Francesca, my friend Francesca. Oh my God, I look at her and I go."
I'm natural. I see.
Stefano goes, "Yeah, I can see you're natural." But see, I think that they're so good looking. Me, when I go to Italy and I put makeup, I feel so like uncomfortable. I'll wear makeup the first 2 days, and after that, it's done.
So honestly, the craziest experience is I'm in Italy and I'm looking around and I'm like, man, people are really staring at us because none of these girls have tits.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, wow, the hormones really came in clutch from all that cow milk. And then I'm like, the men are so hot, but the girls, I'm like, oh, there's nothing wrong with these girls. They're actually beautiful. They just don't have
No
a
tits, no
face
ass.
full of injections. No, they have asses. They have to walk those damn stairs. They walk and walk and walk. They all have asses. Me, I'm
Yeah.
tipping over in the ocean because my floaters are too heavy.
Okay, but these are your real boobs.
They're real. I grew them myself and everything.
That's great.
But like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fucking argue with Stacy because she has a pair of fake fun bags. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you, make sure you get them checked because there might be growing mold
Yeah. See,
in 10 years.
that's what I'm deathly afraid of. That's the only reason. The only reason I don't have tits right now, or the tits that I want, is because of that. I'm so afraid of.
Like, everything comes with a subset of consequences. Okay? Everything. I don't paint my nails because I would rather eat the chocolate cake.
Wait, you don't paint your nails? Why?
I don't paint my nails because I don't want to like have that constant chemical, right? And but it's cool. Do you? Because maybe you do things that are healthier than what I do.
I gave up cocaine. I gave up cocaine for the nails.
You know, I can't say what I've given up and haven't given up. It's not nobody's business. But I'm just saying, like, let people make their choices. You drink crappy ass coffee every day and you're going to be upset that somebody pricked themselves with Mounjaro for a year to lose weight. Your coffee, my friend, not only does it have mold, it's acidic. There's scraps of wood in it. I don't know how much pesticides it was sprayed with. And you drink that, I don't know, once, twice a day, every day, 365, 10 years.
You don't drink any coffee?
I drink coffee. I drink very organic, clean coffee. Definitely overpriced, but it's
Yeah?
my choice to do something healthier because I know I'm going to suffer somewhere else.
Okay.
Am I injecting my face? No. Why? Because the tissue will be easier to manipulate when I get my facelift.
You've never gotten Botox?
I've never gotten Botox.
Shut
I've
the
never
fuck
gotten
up.
lip injections.
You have no Botox?
I have no Botox. My wrinkles are probably showing in these high-resolution cameras.
I don't find she has wrinkles.
Don't make Stefano. Stefano tells the truth. I don't want
Look
him
at
to...
me. Look at me, Glaze.
Oh, if you... Come on.
Okay, well, I see that there's movement, but I mean, you don't have like crow's feet, nothing.
You know what else I don't have?
What?
A boyfriend.
He fucking kills me.
No.
Okay, wait. Can we get into a question that you mentioned to me on the?
Oh, what I do to preserve my energy and keep it so clean. You're gonna have to really edit this down. This 5 hours.
You know what? We're gonna close the book now. Close the book. Tell us. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Before I close the book, I had a question.
I'm parched now. I feel like I'm on the hot seat.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Is there a seat warmer on these chairs? Everything's getting heated up.
Okay. Can we talk about your celibacy life?
God, I don't like. Is it celibacy if it's a choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's celibacy if it is a choice.
I just don't want the world to think nobody wants to fuck me.
Men know
Because there's been offers.
Men know.
Like I want people to know.
Men know. Celibacy is when you make the conscious decision.
Yes.
Okay, what did celibacy teach you that dating did not?
Oh man. First of all, I think people think they like the person that they're with and they don't. You're chemically addicted to your partner. Now, I'm not saying real love doesn't exist. I'm just saying, I can't tell you how many people, I can have meaningless sex. I need to stop hearing women say this. Because you're not having meaningless sex. The only way you have meaningless sex is if you forgot to take his Instagram and his phone number. Because if not, you're stalking him, you're messaging him, you're crying about him, you feel bad. Now you're talking to a new guy to get over fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I don't want to judge. I'm talking purely scientific. You get chemically addicted the more you sleep with a man. That's why when you fall out of love and it's obvious you can't stand to sleep with them anymore. But imagine people still stay after that. So there's a bunch of chemicals that are being released, making you think you're feeling things that you're not feeling. And then there's the added thing of like, I can't afford to live on my own, so I should stay.
Oh, yeah.
Or I spend so much time in here, I don't want to quit. Or he only cheated once. It's not that bad that he liked all of those girls' pictures. So celibacy showed me like, okay, we're taking sex out of the equation now. And I'm literally just getting to see, do I actually like you? Because if I have to date you, you think that two Negronis and a tuna tartare is going to make me want to give you the best 7 minutes of whose life? Not mine, probably not yours. If I wanted to put on a performance, I'd join Cirque du Soleil. Okay?
No.
Like, it's not fair to me.
Yeah.
It's not fair to you if you're actually interested, but like you realize so little is based on true connection. So that. And then you remove that and now you're like, okay, I'm not thinking about boys. I'm not wondering if he's going to call me, if he's going to text me. Oh, now I'm going to study. I'm going to clean. I'm going to learn my kibby body type and buy the right clothes. And, you know, like you accomplish so much more because men are not all consuming.
The center of your universe. Yeah. Oh.
And I know we're biologically created for men to be the center of our universe. Unfortunately, there's way too many men just in it to hit it and quit it. And like, I think there is amazing men out there. And when I do find one, I give them a chance.
Okay, so you have gone on dates in the last 3 years.
I have gone on dates.
Just nobody that was worth.
There was one guy, loved him. He was so cool. I was working a lot at the time. And like, sometimes I just didn't reply in a day or two. And he's like, you know, if you don't want to talk to me, like you can just say it. First of all, I have a fucking fever because I've been inhaling hydrocarbons coming out of the walls. Second of all, I was literally about to ask you if you wanted to go to the museum, but now you pissed me off.
It's not fuck you. And
now I feel like I have to, like it's going to be a relationship where I have to message you all the time and this and that. And like, I want to build something with someone. I don't want to have to talk to you every day. I want to see what can be built slowly. What's wrong with this? We don't think that it's weird that there's such a trend towards yearning right now? The summer I turned pretty, Wuthering Heights, like all of these things, they're all about yearning. You want to know why? Because women so desperately need to feel something.
Yeah.
And it's too easy. It's too easy. Swipe, swipe, swipe. He gets to sleep with you.
Oh, I know.
And if it's not you, it's gonna be somebody else because somebody else is stupid enough to fall for his bullshit. And I don't I don't have the anxiety that I used to have. I don't feel bad anymore. I don't have anybody's energy in me other than my own. Like if I'm gonna consume your energy in my literal body, it's because I wouldn't mind being you.
Okay, that's interesting.
You know, you are the 5 people you surround yourself with. Your environment affects who you are. What you breathe in, right? Okay, so you have a biochemical essence around you, your microbiome. It's going to communicate with mine. The more I spend time with you, the more I transmit saliva and all of these things with you, I will take on parts of you. I don't want to sleep with somebody and absorb all of that if I don't want to be you. The womb is literally the portal to creation of life. I think it can change a lot. And also you get to see what men are willing to put in to be with you.
Yeah, I like that. Like, I find that really interesting.
You know?
Yeah, I find that very interesting.
What are you willing to put in to be with me? And I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm the greatest woman on earth. I'm like a 10. You shouldn't. But like, I do bring things to the table. I am happy to cook
I love
and
that.
clean.
I find that
and
so
give-
rare.
you know,
I find
like,
that's such a rare
I
thing.
love these things. I actually enjoy giving a massage. I enjoy making a meal. Not only that, like I enjoy helping with business problems. I have all of this knowledge on like health and well-being. You know, clearly I would be able to raise a family and help maintain a business. Like I have proof from my professional life and from, you know, like all of these aspects of me. So like
You're like, why am I gonna?
why am I going to give it away just because, oh, you were like good looking enough for me to sleep with?
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
And I'm saying that that's what men think about us. Like, you're pretty enough for me to fuck, and that's it. And
Yeah.
like, why?
Celibacy has made you feel stronger, but has it made you feel lonelier or clearer or pickier?
You feel lonelier. You feel much clearer. I'm not going to say you're pickier because I was picky to begin with, you know? But there's something that I don't think that people will consider in this. I get the benefit of being like a virgin the first time.
It's kind of like a reborn again virgin.
Yeah, but what if that's my fetish? What if that's my kink? What if I get to re-experience this for the first time because that is like honestly so hot? Why was it so much better when you were younger? Because it was new. It was exciting. You had to work for it. It took so much effort. You had to sneak around. I hope they don't hear me. I hope no one knows. All of these things. Like, I am at the same time recreating this like that. You have to do less work to cerebrally stimulate me. I'm doing half your fucking job for you.
That's true. You know, Jeff DeSenza. Yeah, I like that.
You know?
Also because like, was anybody's first experience a good one? Mine wasn't. Yours was?
Was a nice guy.
Oh, I was?
Yeah, I was the
okay,
problem.
that's real.
For sure. For sure, I was the problem. He's a nice guy.
Like, we love a self-aware woman.
Yeah, he was great. He was super handsome, super great, super nice, can't talk shit.
Oh, okay. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I could talk a lot of shit
Yeah.
on a different episode.
You know, there's also sexual trauma there. And I feel like when you don't have a safety with someone, like all of the sexual trauma that you could once ignore starts to bubble over the more self-aware you become. Because you're like, if you're not really invested in this, if I'm not really in love with you, then I'm thinking during it. Then who knows what thoughts are going to pop into. It's like, it's worse than taking mushrooms, me having sex with people I don't like.
Yeah, I get that. I used to have that problem. You know what? I think you just explained a very big problem that I had before I met Steph. I never enjoyed sex and I thought that I had something really wrong with me, but it's because I was just having sex to have sex. Not that I've had sex with a million people, honestly.
No.
I think my number is pretty low compared to like...
Yeah.
But even at that, like the guys that I did sleep with, I was just always like, is it you? Like, is it me? Like, because I just feel like I was just going through the motions of it, you know? It was just like, okay, cool, it's over now.
I also think that like, you know, there's this big thing where, oh my God, you're celibate, but your boobs are always out, or you produce so much sexual energy. I can't tell you how much I get this.
How does that mean?
And I'm like, okay, so because I don't want to sleep with what's being presented, now I'm not. No, but it's not even about the way you're dressed. Like, you know, when you have a creative personality or you're bubbly and warm, people feel like you're like super sexualized. I'm like, you are experiencing that. You're uncomfortable.
But I get that vibe from you in the sense of like you're a hot woman. Like you're a sexy woman. Like you give off that vibe.
Thank you. I appreciate
Like
that.
if I saw you, I wouldn't look at you and be like, she for sure is celibate. You know what I mean?
know, but I think that contributes to the like
That's also confidence.
it's fun. It's fun because
Yeah.
you're confused by this whole situation.
Yeah, I like that.
Like,
But it's
babe,
also you're very confident. You're very I get very confident vibes from you.
but you know the panic attack I had,
Which is
before
crazy to
sitting
me.
down and doing this. Yeah,
That's crazy. Because look how good you're doing.
yeah. Well, talking is one of my strong points.
Mine too. But it's also because you know what you're talking about and you're good. You're a very good talker.
Thank you. So are you.
You're oh my god, thanks. I say like.
I don't think you said like that many times. Like maybe 5 the whole time.
Get out.
I swear.
Really?
Yeah. Did we say like a lot?
I feel like I say it a lot. But I've also, you have to understand, I have a whole season of me talking alone to
Yeah.
myself, watching myself talk and just wanting to literally smash things.
I'm sure you didn't say it that much, but also I'm convinced people say like too much because they watch way too much reality TV.
I don't watch any reality TV.
You don't watch snippets of reality TV on your phone.
No.
Doesn't happen. You don't think influencers say like too much.
Influencers, yes, but I have to say, like, it's a while now that slowly, I've cut out pretty much all influencers out of my life, except for this one girl that I used to
Mm.
follow, and it's because I really felt like I had a different relationship with her.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to quickly realize that she's falling into the influencer, and it's like, no.
How
I
do you
liked
not
because
get
you were so
sucked in?
different.
How do you not get sucked in? How do you not get sucked in?
Oh my god, everybody is the same. Be so different. This is also what I'm trying to do with this podcast, because like we were saying before, you know, I thought about like, who wants to watch two girls that they don't know? Who wants to watch two girls talk about maybe a topic that's like,
Whenever I hear 2 girls,
oh,
it just takes me back. I once had food poisoning and I couldn't puke, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to watch.
stop it.
I'm gonna have to watch the video to
I
get
don't
it
know
out.
if you've ever seen it. Have you ever seen it? 2 girls, 1 cup.
No.
That video was worse than the Luca Magnotta video.
I could do a whole episode on Luca Magnotta. Do you remember like how that? Do you like
That was happening in high school. Like I remember everybody in the
wait, how
computer
old
lab.
are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, I was out of school. I was at home one night and I got sent a video. And I like a couple of our friends, like we all got sent like it was almost like, you know, Pretty Little Liars, and we all get sent a message.
Mm.
Like a lot of us got a mass message of this video and we all watched it and we thought it was a joke. And then it turned out that it happened outside one of my old friends, her sister's house. It happened on her street.
Like on the carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they found the suitcase and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, I remember finding one of Luca Magnotta's videos like years ago where he killed a cat. Did you ever see that? Where he put a cat in a vacuum bag and he like...
No. When I made the Luca Magnotta joke, I actually I didn't partake in watching the video. Like I peripherally
You didn't see the
viewed.
video?
I peripherally viewed and like I was like, absolutely. I cannot watch things like that. I refuse to watch Black Mirrors because I'm like, no, this is grotesque.
Black Mirror?
Black Mirror, I find there was a lot of Black Mirror episodes that were just like grotesque. Like
Some of them, yeah, but some of them were really good. Some of them were really good, but some of them I was like, "Bleh."
honestly, I think all of it is the problem, you know, and this is something that a lot of my older clients talk about now. And they're like, you know, when I watch videos that I watched 10, 20 years ago and I see them now, I'm like, wow, they were warning us. I'm like, no, they weren't. You don't get it. They were not warning you. They were conditioning you. They were conditioning you to accept it, to believe it was gonna happen, and to even think that, wow, they cared about us. No.
And to even make it happen sometimes, yeah.
You know, like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Human consciousness is the most valuable resource. And if they can control that for one more season, they keep you plugged in.
That's true. Like if they can strip us of that, we're fucked.
So yeah, I know that just got dark for a second, but like the control you have over your body, the control you have over your breath, it's the same level of control you have over your mind. And if you can control your mind, you can create incredible things.
I wish I had more control over my mind.
You will get there. But I don't think people actually take steps to, you know,
I know.
when you have a powerful mind, when you're resilient and capable, you don't take the steps to be like, I need to learn how to turn you off sometimes so I can have peace.
I need to learn how to not have guilt. See, like even now, it's so hard this week, man, and I'm gonna have to work this weekend. I'm like, what day is it? It's Friday. I don't even know what day it is this week because every day was the same day for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Tomorrow
part of
I'm
working
going to a
for
party.
yourself. Yeah.
Tomorrow I want to do Royal Mount. I already had the feeling of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go because I actually have a lot of work to do. No, I should go.
Yeah, you should live.
Like no one's gonna like nothing horrible is gonna happen if I go for a couple hours and have fun and meet people and socialize.
To me, part of like the change happened when I realized that rest is part of the job. Taking care of myself physically is part of the job.
Yeah.
Taking care of myself, like, you know, if I want to look better or do something for that, that's part of the job. Meeting people and networking, that's part of the job.
Yeah.
It's all parts of the job.
Yeah.
And that's what it is to be an entrepreneur, is to understand that you being your business means everything about you is part of the job.
Yeah. Because you're talking to me all day. Like anybody who reaches out to the business, it's like, it's me.
Yeah.
If I'm in a nasty mood, guess who you're going to get?
Yeah. If you're tired, if you can't perform, if you're not as creative, oh my God, you lost the client. It's okay. Maybe that client wasn't for you.
Okay, see that I've gotten so good at. Like I've gotten good at not having anxiety for those things. Like what will be,
Yeah.
what will not be. And
Rejection exposure, I think, is like so important.
the clients that I've lost have made room for really, really good clients that I fucking love, deeply care for, and will like don't mind going above and beyond for because they really keep me sane and they don't over ask for things and they don't drain me and they don't mistreat me and they don't disrespect me and they appreciate my work and they know that I'm a professional in what I do and they don't overstep their boundaries.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, a lot of people ask, like, is it hard? And I'm like, to be honest, I love all my clients. I love all my clients so much that it changed the way I see beauty. It actually made me realize I have never, not once in my life doing this job, met an ugly woman. And I get it that maybe some people are not like, you know, conventionally the most attractive, but I'm like, there is something so beautiful of when you just let a woman be a woman, feel safe. She sits there and you're just like, wow, you're beautiful. I get why you're married. I get why kids flock to you. I understand why you have friends that message you. I know why your sister wants you to be at the family event. You are just so like, I love this job because it makes me see human beings in a different way. And that is truly like, I've never met an ugly woman.
You also get them in like a really like vulnerable,
Imagine.
soft, safe place, I feel like. And again, I have to say a lot of it is you.
Yeah, but you know
like
what?
you really have to give yourself a lot of credit in this because it's not
This
I
has
think
been
it's not everybody.
cultivated, though. Like, you know, you can train yourself to be the person you want to be.
Yeah.
We fear that, you know, like when you said before, I had to do so much work, I was a completely terrible, no, there was all this goodness in you. You just have to scrape away some of the way the world made you hard.
Yeah, no, I've come to understand that also. Just like I've come to understand the rage I had towards certain family members and this and that. Like they were also, it's their, you know what they say, like it's my first time living, but it's their first time living too. You know, it's like all of our first time. And I'm aware that I was the way that I was because that was the primary character that needed to be at the forefront of all of my personalities to get through it. Yeah. But now I don't have to do that anymore. And so I need to chill out.
But understanding that brings you better clients, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Understanding this allows me, maybe these people go out into the world and they're like full of shit and people don't like them. But when people ask me, did you like her? I'm like, yeah, I really liked her. She was nice.
But for maybe that 1 hour that she was with you, she was the best version of herself. It means it's in there somewhere. Now, does she bring it out every single day? Probably not.
But isn't this the point? Like, shouldn't we be doing this in the wellness space?
Yeah.
Is striving to bring out the best version of people?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to come see you.
Come.
Okay, how do we finish this now?
I'm going to do like I always do, Irish goodbye. Follow me on Instagram.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I'm going to link all of her social media for you to go and follow her and book an appointment with her, because that is what me and Stefano are going to be doing, because I think after all of this conversation, I'm definitely sold, because I honestly thought that it was more of a contour thing. I thought it was more of like a just look skinny thing.
It could be, honestly. Originally, I had like marketed as that because I'm like, oh, I don't know what like is gonna happen, the government, insurance, whatever. And then I realized, no, like to me, these are my naturopathy consultations. This is what I do. This is my art form. And like, yeah, if you want a contouring effect, then that's what we'll focus on. But if you came here for other purposes, then that's what we'll focus on.
And if you're looking for information on skin health, anything that has to do with lymphatic drainage, anything that honestly has to do with like general wellness, I highly fucking recommend that you follow Chansey. She is one of my favorite accounts on Instagram to follow. She has so much information that she posts on her stories, and like you don't even have to message her. She just fucking posts it all the time. But I would highly recommend that you also message her and that you book an appointment with her. Where can people come see you?
I'm currently working at New Bar, so it's in Laval on Boulevard des Laurentides. Yeah, it's super close.
Oh my God, you're like 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah. No, I'm close. Like, I'm there.
Okay, amazing. Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. This was not as painful as I thought it was going to be.
Yay! I'm so happy. We did so good. We yapped so much.
Yeah, we really did yap, man.
Okay, great. Okay.
I'm happy too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Alla prossima.
Mirror, mirror, tell me, what is it about them? Living like it's their game. Karma said it better than me, you'll just end up losing.